Mess Havoc 5 requesting radio check on frequency 3-1, over.
Can I get a Roger out?
Can I get a Roger out?
Uniforms are good now, but we have ranked
Good copy, 5 out.
patrol cams now.
What the fuck?
And some people are
This is
using
5, radio check on .1, over.
I mean, if I saw them available, I would have used it, but...
No.
Copy that
Can you
uniform
give
out.
me a radio
This is
check?
Bravo at Radio Charlie 124.2, over.
Lima Charlie on .1, over.
Rifle.
knock knock.
How's it going?
Blaine, be on .1.
Alpha.
Be on you can listen
What flights
and
are
other
you
than that, I'm
experienced?
doing your
Flights
medic
we
net,
have.
and you probably want to be on 3-1 if
How do you feel
want
about
to be,
that?
but it doesn't. It's not. The important thing is to be
Yeah.
on .1.
You gonna be on the
Bravo.
aviation
Okay.
team now?
2,
You're not
3
on
on
JTAC
1, 2,
anymore?
It's sort of
Cheek down.
Send your radio check
you're a little bit of a special case, and it's sort of
I
your
wouldn't be
special.
surprised
I don't
if
really
you're
care as long as
doing
you're
the
on
exact
.1.
same thing
And
Alpha
I
did.
want you on the company medic net so that
Lima
if there's a
Charlie,
mass
give the
gather or
Apache
something like
any-
that. I got it.
Yeah.
You've got quite the antenna.
Maybe I just got the
Must be
bad straw a couple times.
Well,
be-
I mean that's
yeah,
obvious.
I think I only flew on your missions maybe 3 or 4
Actually
times.
have Havoc 4 here tonight. That's amazing.
Oh,
You don't...
All right, who's in charge
that
of this
was-
mess?
Oh, Nate.
Oh, not Dodge, not Dodge Mine. Jesus Christ!
Remember, boys,
All right, listen, guys.
it's not
really
the
curious
length
though
of your
I
antenna,
need
it's
you
how far
to
you can throw your
be able
comms.
to set up and fire stuff that you can see line of sight.
Copy out.
You're not going to get a lot of formal stuff. I'm gonna
So in this squad, there's going to be 2 M240s and 2
Correct.
AT4s. Are those mods? No, AT4s.
Mods.
Mods, okay.
Mods.
Failey, man, you guys good?
Any station this net. This is Charlie, radio check frequency 124.
Alpha, this is Killing Radio Check Visual 124.1.
Charlie, this is Bravo. We're doing the Charlie 124, over.
Rigid limit Charlie 124.1. Over.
Copy out.
Your plug check as well.
Just remember I have something about you. It's
One mic, this
follow.
is 2-4 mic, radio check.
Not a problem. Make sure your earplug check. Figure we do it early.
Lead, I'm check on everything.
Copy one mic, over. Out.
Alright, Pullman.
Lima Charlie 124 over.
2 mic, sorry, out.
When you get a chance, go ahead and hit green.
Yeah, we're not going to be needing NFT or NVT for this, correct?
Yep. Last calling station.
Man's working on some comm issues. Failey and Brewer troubleshooting them. I guess they're out. Did you catch my last transmission?
Me? Who is that? Who is
No,
that
not
last?
you. That was my 2IC. That was the 2IC checking in. Nah, you're fine, brother. Just remember to push green when you get a chance.
Masses, you hot micing.
Second to last.
Richards, how much ammo do you got?
I've got 7 of those belts for you.
Charlie, actual. Radio check
Copy.
frequency 124 over.
As per Collins'
Lima
assistant.
Charlie
Bermudez,
124
do
over.
me a favor.
Copy. Alright.
Can you get up, go back to the arsenal box, just change your
I'll stay on
backpack
you,
to the
make sure you're
coyote or to
set
the
up.
eagle.
Do you have any
That's the
preference on when
only
I should
thing
throw
that
in
I
a new
didn't do
belt
for
for
you.
you?
Got to do my.
Negative. I'll let you know when it gets like I'm getting low. So.
Nathan,
I did
gets
tell him about
Charlie,
the
carry, I'll just throw
interactive
it in
and
if
how
you
you
get
can
low
check
enough.
the weapon as well.
Roger, looks like it. Looks like he showed up on base, but I don't know if he's
Hey,
he's at
Richards.
the boxes yet.
Masses, you're transmitting.
Havoc 2 is 2-4, be advised. We are waiting on one person still over.
Not the coyote, just the eagle.
Say again, Sergeant?
It should still be able to carry everything
Yes,
that you
but we
have
already
on
did
you.
this, but can I just get a radio check down the line?
Yep, there you go.
Actual Alpha,
Just to
radio
go
check
ahead,
frequency
check,
124,
make
over.
sure you got everything that you need.
Team lead, this is...
Alpha, actual Lima Charlie
Team lead is
124.
Mosin.
I brought a fortified
Copy
kill
out.
just in case also.
Actual is Bravo requesting radio check and frequency.
Bravo, actual Lima Charlie 124 over.
Copy out.
Actual Charlie, radio check frequency 124 over.
Charlie, actual Lima Charlie 124 over.
Roger out.
Actual Delta radio check on 124.
Delta, actual Lima Charlie 124 over.
Copy up.
Ready to rock and roll?
Don't forget to put yourself on Whisper.
Have accused 2-4.
So
Be advised,
racist.
2-4 is ready to go over.
Over will be. I'm a little nervous.
You'll do fine, man.
Roger that.
Sorry,
Alpha's
don't
green to go.
lose you.
What was that?
Just so I won't lose you.
Yeah, pretty much just stick on my ass and we'll be fine.
Do my
If
best.
need to, I'll make sure I keep an eye closer on you for the fields if we hit any.
So you don't lose them.
Don't joke.
I put it on there.
Don't worry, I'm
Okay.
just gonna
Remind
throw
it-
my
No,
throw my
no
belt
corn
to
field.
Charles MG and he'll never let go of me.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alpha, I'm sending you to every single cornfield we see, okay?
Okay, so in other words,
Sure, go ahead.
you're asking me to
Do
get
check.
shot by command. Thanks.
Is your name Steven Spielberg?
Be right back.
Hey, Station Snap, this is Charlie 2SC, radio check.
We're not Steven Spielberg.
He
Steven
just
Knight?
says it's his all cornfield.
Charlie 2SC, actual, Lima Charlie 124.
What was up? Richard?
Roger, out.
Disregard.
Actual Delta.
Excuse me, LT. Lieutenant
Should-
Myers?
It seems my assistant didn't like my scope choice, so he's going to make a change.
Roger.
Now I'm dropping.
Gotta admit, feels weird being over here
Alright, I'm ready.
instead of being over there.
I can only imagine.
You just don't like being on your knees, do you?
Well, not particularly.
Well, he spent, you know.
I mean, to be honest, does anyone?
On his knees. He figures he could be the one standing up this time.
If I was better with the ace interaction menu, I would have given you a hands up. It's a skill. If you can learn
Excuse me,
that.
Sergeant.
Was that
I request
Richard,
Richards, by the way, maintain immersion. Just.
Yeah, do you guys have 2 ICs or no? I'm sorry, do you guys have CLSs or no?
Yes we do. Alpha Assistant and Charlie Assistant have CLS.
I'm very bad with my hands.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, do you want to go grab it?
You have purple smoke, right?
Hey, do so. If you have
affirmative,
anything
Sergeant.
to say anything to me, just say it over the radio. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, you guys, if somebody's
Copy that. I was just asking
dying,
if
you can
Richard's
push meds without my permission.
Crossroads.
Man's having the weirdest technical issue I've ever heard of.
Oh, I thought he was filling it. I thought it was a different guy. Never mind.
Let me guess, his boots fell off. The soles of his feet melted.
I wasn't sure, but like, what I'm thinking is.
No, he snapped his ankle and he was just standing there. It was weird.
Well, that's not weird. It's just normal. He's
Not
more
overrated,
calcium in his
dude.
diet.
True, true.
3 crossroads, and then we turn to a sharp northwest. Yeah, I did.
What happened to Staff Sergeant Ben?
What was the key to get bearing on the Vector 21s again?
Oh, I
Key to
didn't
get
know.
bearings is R.
Backing up is considered medical. but
So do you
alright.
guys die a
Hell,
lot?
I do know how to do that, so don't.
Tell him I said hi and
Depends.
I miss him and I love him.
If any rocket strikes come in, then yes.
I do know
Well,
how to
I've
say
never
that.
died in an
Hurts when I
operation
say that.
or FTX.
God, Carl, tell
I
me
mean-
what you does.
You remember that, right, Del?
We
But
always
we go
try to
down,
have somebody
everyone goes
die
You
during
remember that
training, but
first deployment of spring last year?
No. Refresh my
Double
memory.
tap R and then hold, correct? Yes, I
Rocket
got it.
strike from Burke.
Don't forget we're all supposed to be.
Oh, yes. Yes. That killed me.
I feel weird.
Make sure and whisper.
Make sure you're on whisper.
Yeah,
make
sure
you're
you're
on whispering.
That was bad. I
Weird,
think he
but-
killed half of the task force.
What did you say earlier that
just about.
you started messing around with because you saw I was messing around with it?
That's not new. And it's
Are you ready for this?
Yep, ready to rock and roll, buddy.
Yeah, we've had always
At
had
least
that.
you're ready.
There's only 2 people in our squad. So,
What are you doing out here?
Because it gets in the way of all the bolts.
We
have
should
dials.
make it.
Roger, so we're 99% there.
Got your
Section leads.
dice off,
Wear
all
'em.
your stuff checked.
You denote section leads.
Roger.
also, the big ass
5,
guy
2, and
doesn't
3, 1.
know who the section leads are right now.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm a section lead.
5, we are one person short due to technical issues, but he's loading in the next 5 minutes.
What, you want me wearing the Shemag as a section league now?
Maybe. Sagrera, you need to join up on our group. You need to join up on a Kulov.
Is Hardman over here?
He was a minute ago.
Yeah, he must have cleared his color.
Okay, there he is. Just leave it as is now.
But does that mean if I'm a squad lead, do I have to wear a
Affirmative.
burqa?
Yes.
You already have
That's the weirdest shit,
Yeah,
Bailey.
you have the different helmet and the different backpack.
You don't want to look like all the other sergeants.
He's
do.
gonna reload and see if that fixes
Shut up over there.
everything.
Like don't stroke his ego.
Bravo, just as a heads up, man's gonna.
I think he's opened himself up for it.
My ego.
That was me stroking it.
Why?
You gotta look closer. There you go.
No viewers. Oh, sad. Sad days.
Helmet cam anymore.
Hold up, Bailey, are you still having an issue, or is somebody else?
No, man was having an issue.
Right, okay.
Well, you
Great, my job here is done.
anyway.
Go for 2-2.
I feel weird with this pack on.
I don't blame you.
I agree. Trust me.
Yeah. Y'all look weird.
You look like the halflings.
Alright.
Which one of you would say you're the least retarded?
Really?
Probably Bailey.
No, just between Hill,
Is that a 2-4
Perkinson, and
thing?
Lynch.
The swift and retarded. So, it's no lie, folks. That's how we.
Come on, I need one of you to volunteer to be the least retarded. I can't hear you, so
I've
you're
seen
already...
Perkinson tie his own shoes before.
I'll do it.
You'll do what? You put yourself
Whatever.
on normal so I can actually hear you?
Yes, I did that.
No, Can everyone else hear him?
Christ is better than cable.
Don't worry, it's coming up soon.
I have your volume at negative 30 decibels. You know why I have your volume at negative 30 decibels?
No, I don't.
Do you have kids in the background, or dogs, or something like that?
Kids.
It's gonna be a no for me.
Sorry, Lynch.
So Perkinson, I hear you know how to tie your own shoes. Alright, you turn on battle button.
Losing their shit.
Where's the morale at?
That's way too much. We gotta tone that down, otherwise somebody's gonna stamp it out.
You mean like you?
Oh.
Okay, I'm the happiest person here.
Someone just throw a banana at you? What was that,
Well.
Until about 20 minutes from now when somebody messes something up. Didn't you learn that in the loadouts? Looking at you, Sergeant Patty.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, what?
It's a new regulation. I said I'm the happiest person in this platoon until somebody messes something up about 20 minutes from now.
Zaldr's dead. I know he's
Yeah,
looking.
you don't gotta look
You
at me
will.
for that.
Sergeant Caldwell, I get to fucking carry a big ass machine gun. I think I'm the happiest one here.
Oh.
Amen to
Sorry,
that.
who all the
Couldn't
time?
tell.
Stormbow, if you still waiting on the guy's gear issues?
Oh,
I beg to differ.
from the Phoenix.
I
Flame. Oh my
beg to
god.
differ.
The broomstick. When you get the big toy.
But you also have to use it well.
I can hit my targets from.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like I want to
meters,
coast on that, but never mind.
Ready to go, yep.
Thing, you can have the biggest thing in the world, but you try to put it in the belly button, nothing's gonna work.
Hey, 7, we ready to go?
Alright, LC, I'm having one standby fill and hop in here for 2-2. But we can start.
Okay. 5's 2 on 3 1.
Yeah, look at the cameraman.
Right. Stormbow, what position?
5, we're having a fill and step in, but apart from that, we are good to go.
What position was Private Man?
2 out.
Rifleman, copy.
Yeah, he was a rifleman.
Did he hear you?
I was trying to catch my shine on the camera.
Trying to get this show on the road.
Now you really pissed him off.
Are we gonna have to swim?
Probably. Doing laps.
So,
The gentleman who throws chemlight.
just curious, is that Avery over there in pilot coveralls?
I think so.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hopefully we don't all die.
End up carrying a tablet or not?
Yeah, I think so.
I am not. LTG uniform.
Which means we can count on no air support.
I don't have one, no.
What's air
I was
support?
just thinking we don't need that helmet.
I mean,
I just have
Stay.
it now.
Steady for this week, yeah.
Oh, by the way, on that note, anything with a headset has a camera now. Even if it's not on
Is there one?
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need the inventory one anymore.
We don't?
Is there anything on the map?
No.
We don't need the inventory one anymore?
No.
No.
Oh, yes.
You are way too excited about that.
Yeah, it's literally half a kilogram.
I'm half a kilogram lighter. Yes.
Look at my helmet. You need one of these ones, and then you're good.
Okay, this is crazy.
Lieutenant,
Where'd you get that?
Yeah,
Just flip through the supply. You'll see.
Yeah, I greenlit the FTX.
What? I guess we get cameras that fit on our helmets now, like Sergeant Bope does.
Can one of you 13-year-olds here tell me what yeet means?
Oh God.
Probably,
yeah, past tense of yoke.
Yeah, yeet
Sir,
basically
it's when
means,
you
know,
throw
like,
something and it's real cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like.
If you need
So it's
strength to
something
throw
retarded,
something.
It's
like an ID
badge for autistic people.
Okay, so as soon as I hear someone say it, I automatically know they're idiots.
Hey, Fern.
Okay, thank you.
Kobe is for precision, yeet is for strength.
Ken, it's the sound somebody makes when the platoon starts throwing something at them.
You yeet your micro dagger into the trash tonight. Don't need it.
Are you saying mute or
I said yeet, but the correct term would be yote because I did it already.
He's British.
Yeah, he yoted it.
They don't speak English.
I can't.
No.
That's
not the LT kept up with his memes.
Permission to hang myself.
After the mission, yeah.
Richards, don't ever do that.
Yeah, Richards, don't ever do that.
Yeah,
Never again.
Wrong attention
Never.
to yourself.
Clear chat, you yeeting bastard.
Yeah, no. Bad.
Private Richards, you're new, and you don't belong to me, technically. But don't fucking chat.
Sarge Caldwell.
Yes, for starting.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
You're in
Rip.
trouble.
I'm always in trouble.
Ripperoni.
Richards, you gotta shoot out.
Clear the blast zone.
Yeah, well, that shit.
Back blast clear.
Yeah, but he's in trouble, not me.
Well, he's gonna get in trouble, and then it's gonna be me getting in trouble, and then I'm gonna have to get Bravo in trouble, and that's a
See,
lieutenant, so it just goes down and up again.
Fine, he deals with all that shit. I just sit here and look pretty.
That's the only thing I like about you guys.
I'm gonna aim.
Failed horribly.
The fact that you don't stand in a bunch of fucking lines like everyone
Please
else.
be precise. I'm sitting next
So
to
much.
Okay.
Was that a meeting that didn't involve the leader of the platoon?
When I was a platoon leader, I did not let my guys stand in full men.
Bermudez.
Private Richards, you're 5 minutes into your first fucking FTX, and you already have me talking to the first sergeant about you. That is not a good start.
Firm apology.
Bermudez, go over to the box and get the helmet that has a spade on it.
So Richards, for that, are you ever gonna do it again?
No, sir.
Then you're good. Put it behind you. Don't think about it again.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You're fine.
I'm pretty sure we've all done something stupid in the beginning.
Yep. Basically, it's got the point across. You got the point, so don't worry
Shoot
about
him
it.
up in the air.
You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Only going on your permanent record.
That's why we get paid the big bucks, is to.
I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna
take the
freak
heat,
out
so.
and start talking about the paradigm.
You'll probably
that's
end up on
coming
the
and
meme
murder
board,
us
though.
all as soon as they see
That's
it.
quite
At one
Probably.
point, that's possible.
Definitely.
Do it.
In a way, that's worse.
But he'll be famous forever.
Group around the first sergeant at the door to our 9 o'clock.
Group around the first sergeant, go to the 9 o'clock.
Oh, the door over there.
It's by the door over here.
On the first sergeant outside.
9 o'clock.
Then I have good news for you.
Bravo, copy.
Open.
Okay, I exaggerated. Big whoop.
Alright, stand up if you've already filled in or done another task force and heard this briefing 2 times. If you have, move over there.
Leaving Wilson and saying you haven't.
Our audience is greatly diminished.
Yet, right?
Fucking Christ, second platoon, where is all your personnel?
Alright, there is a shoot house over on the west-northwest side of the airfield. It's marked with a dot. Take the unarmed MRAPs over there and shoot things. Or go AFK until we're done. Pre-flight our birds. You mean sit there and do nothing for 30 minutes? Got it.
No, that's the part where we load the missiles so we can help you when you can't shoot things good enough.
You bitch about the fucking missiles one more time, I'm gonna shove one up your ass.
I'm not even bitching about the missiles.
You sound like you're bitching. Are there any tampons loaded on that fucking munitions truck?
Once you shove the missile up his ass, it'll be kind of like a tampon.
Check your
Good
bag real
point.
fast. Oh, sorry, all out.
I always carry extras for you.
I know.
Alright, for the very few of you from 2nd Platoon that are actually here, which is pretty goddamn disappointing, we're going to go over a couple of housekeeping things before we get into what we're actually going to be training on. Alright, first thing is, as you guys know, we have no electronic aids throughout this cycle. Now, to clear up some fucking confusion on something very quickly, if you guys don't understand what a goddamn cycle is, the entirety of our FTX training is one cycle. Each 2-week phase is a phase. Okay, so there's multiple phases within a cycle. So when we tell you you have no electronic aids throughout this cycle, that means for the next minimum 8 phases, you have no electronic aids. Now that also means you're no longer allowed to use ShackTac HUD, which obviously none of you are because we would have seen the mod conflict had you loaded in with it. So good job not fucking that up. Second thing is, most everybody knows that for the longest time, we didn't really use 40mm smoke for marking all that much because it was unreliable. We would fire it a couple 100 meters out and it'd bounce well fucking beyond that. That is no longer the case. 40mm smoke is dead nuts accurate. It will not bounce at all anymore. So it is very, very useful for marking. That means any of you guys carrying thumpers, I'm going to give you a little bit of time before we actually step off tonight to go amend your loadouts, grab a few smokes for marking or also concealment. Currently, it is not counting against your 25 grenades that we allow you guys to carry. That's probably going to change in the future. Just keep that in mind. But for tonight, we're not going to hold it against you. Go ahead and grab some 40mm smokes for marking. All right, anybody have any questions on that housekeeping shit before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of this?
No for Sergeant.
No for sergeant.
No for sergeant.
Nope. All right, we'll slowly get through everybody.
No for sergeant.
No for sergeant.
There we go. Fuck is it I always tell you guys? Silence is not a goddamn answer. All right. So, obviously with us not having electronic aids, map reading is going to be much, much more fucking vital. All right. Map reading for us is pretty damn easy given how detailed our maps are. Vast majority of the time, maps in reality are never going to be as detailed as what we have. It's much easier for us to pick out landmarks and stuff like that, even individual buildings on our maps than what you normally would have out in the field. So we've got it pretty cushy in that regard. Now, when it comes to fixing targets and identifying where they're at, again, those landmarks come into play. We're able pretty quickly to figure out exactly where targets are, right down to the fucking tree line that they're in. That being said, we are allowing you guys to mark your maps in terms of where your relative location is, where you may see an enemy, so on and so forth. However, we don't want hundreds of fucking marks across the map for everyone in the task force. So unless you're a squad leader, don't mark on the side chat or global chat or any of that shit. Just keep it centralized to your group chat. But you can mark enemy positions and even your position. You know, you figure out where you are, throw a quick dot. Now you know, all right, that's your last known position, and then you can continue movement from there. Next thing. As this entire phase is about reacting to contact, more predominantly reacting to an ambush, can anybody tell me what your first reaction should be when getting shot at?
See
Anybody?
cover.
Heard somebody say cover. Anybody else got any ideas?
Call it out.
Get down. Get out of the kill zone, First Sergeant.
Anybody else?
Shoot back.
Congratulations, you're dead. Anybody else?
Hit the dark, First Sergeant.
Some of those are viable options. I'm just fucking with you guys. First answer was the right one. Move to cover. Whoever said shoot back, stop it. If you're being shot at, he already has your position fixed. If you shoot back, which 99% of the fucking time for people, when they shoot back, they stop moving. All you're doing is making his job easier for him. Move to cover. If cover is not available, move to concealment. If concealment is not available, put your dick in the dirt and then seek cover. Goes through the same process again. If cover's not available, seek concealment. Concealment's not available, then you do your 3-second rushes and go through the whole thing over and over and over again until you're able to get to that cover. All right, everybody tracking?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
All right.
Yes, Sergeant.
Next thing we're going to get into, when it comes to reacting to contact, formation spacing. Okay? I don't know how many times we have to drill this shit, but when I see one team crawling up the ass of another team, or one squad crawling up the ass of another squad, I don't understand what's going through your guys' fucking heads. What's the thought process of why you're running right up on a fellow squad or a fellow team or so on? Or why, even more so, I see guys running right through another element's fucking formation. Makes no sense to me. If you have an element moving perpendicular to you, then stop. Let them pass, and then continue your movement. Don't run right through the middle of their fucking formation. You do that, then if something happens, fuck IDF. Yeah, IDF is going to be dangerous to us, especially if we're all close in together. But even regular fucking fire, machine gun fire, whatever. If you guys get hit in that specific situation, now you have two elements that are decisively engaged. Ain't a fucking person from either one of those squads that are going to maneuver. Because if one of you is engaged, all of you is engaged. You guys gotta maintain your spacing. Situational awareness is key, right? Use your goddamn Mark 1 eyeballs. Look around. Don't rely on those electronics, which is why we've taken them away. So many people rely on those fucking things to see where everyone else is in relation to them, and they just put their head down and fucking bumble along running forward, just looking at that little screen. Can't do that. You have to pay attention to what's going on around you and who is around you. Next thing. Can anybody tell me what the most important thing is to have as a covering element? What do you absolutely have to be able to do as a covering element?
Line of sight.
Line of sight on what?
On the shooter, on the enemy.
Anybody else?
Oh no. On the
Communication with the team that's
on the element you're covering.
yeah.
There we go. Someone, if you can't fucking see them. Now, why that's important is throughout this last deployment, on multiple occasions, myself the XO, CO, every one of us noticed it. Multiple times, it would be running alongside you guys and hear, yeah, we're covering so-and-so. Well, where are they at? Well, they're over there. Well, we can't see them. Yeah, but we were told to cover them from here. The fuck kind of sense does that make? Can't see them. How the fuck are you going to aid them in any way, shape, or form? You have to be able to see what you're covering. If you can't, then move. If you were told to sit somewhere and it's not a fighting position in which you can do your job, then inform your higher element. Believe it or not, they cannot see exactly what you're seeing at all times. Believe it or not, they will not always be as well informed as you are given your current position. That's what they rely on you guys for. You have to pass that information to them. Hey, I can't cover so-and-so from here. I need to push 100 meters to the west. Okay, go. I don't personally know any platoon HQ that is going to tell you, no, don't do your job. If they do, then they can deal with me about it. Next part is, when said element, say, is covering, or more specifically, when they're in a fucking Overwatch position, which I personally hate the idea of anyways, when they do start getting heavily engaged, more often than not, guys just sit there and return fire, and I'll never understand it. Again, you're just making the enemy's job easier for them. We carry smoke for a reason, and it's not just to conceal movements assaulting something. Okay? Throw smoke and displace. If you're being heavily engaged and you're providing security, throw smoke, pull back, get behind defilade, conceal your movement, pop up somewhere else, re-engage, and now you can do your job again. Pretty straightforward, but just sitting there continuing to get shot at over and over and over and over again, you would think it's counterintuitive, but it happens all the fucking time. Make use of that smoke. Make use of your terrain. Pay attention to what you have around you to move behind, inside, whatever. Use that terrain to break sight lines, pop up where they don't expect you. Next, when we are out on patrol and, you know, if you're not the point element, you hear gunshots, guys start getting engaged. The fact that guys are not immediately reacting to that and maneuvering on that enemy gunfire is a massive problem. Okay. We combat a known threat first. Security is how we combat an unknown threat. Okay, we maintain 360-degree security for an unknown threat because we do not know where that threat is going to present itself. Hence why we have security. But we'll always combat a known threat first. So that means if there's an enemy engaging someone and you're in a position to maneuver on it, then do so. Okay, don't just sit there and say, oh, they're not shooting at me, so, you know, it's not my problem. It's fucking ridiculous. That guy's not shooting his rifle just for the sake of shooting his fucking rifle. He's engaging someone. It may not be you, but it's probably one of your buddies. You should probably help him out. That, a big part of that relies on you junior leaders, team leaders. Okay, you guys have got to take some fucking initiative. Stop waiting for your squad leaders to hold your hands and tell you who's moving, when they're moving, who's maneuvering, who's set. That's shit that you team leaders should be doing. When I was a team leader, my squad leader didn't tell me what fucking bearing to move at. Didn't tell me which team was going to be on point of the formation. Myself and now Captain Hammersmain figured that stuff out ourselves. Our squad lead said, all right, we're moving northeast, or we're moving to Objective Alpha. That's it. That's all the direction we got. Because he was then coordinating movements with his fellow squad leaders, doing the exact same thing that us team leaders were doing at a higher level. And that freed him up and allowed him to do that because we, as team leaders, were taking that initiative and doing the shit ourselves. When a gunfight broke out, he didn't coordinate our fucking movements for us. We, as team leaders, coordinate our movements. You know, this is Alpha. We got base fire. This Bravo, Roger, maneuvering around your right. Boom. We're moving. We didn't wait for our fucking squad leader to tell us who to move. He was coordinating with his fellow squads as to let them know he's in contact, who's moving, whether we needed aid, so on and so forth. Team leaders need to get into that fucking mindset. Right? Be aggressive. Fucking get after it. Don't just sit there on your hands. Make a decision. I will tell you guys now. For myself, the XO standing here, and the CO standing here, you are much more likely to get fucking chewed out by one of us by not making a decision than you are by making the wrong decision. Inaction is the worst type of fucking action to take. Sitting there is never going to be okay in our books. I don't care if you moved right and the better tactical decision was to move left. At least you fucking did something. You didn't freeze up. We can train tactics. I can't teach you, or I can't force you to get off your ass. You guys have got to adopt that mindset. All right, everybody tracking so far? Stand by. All right. Now, again, with electronic aids being gone, obviously you guys don't have micro daggers or anything like that to keep track of where everybody is in your element for you. Communication becomes a huge role at that point. You guys need to constantly be talking to each other, communicating who's where, who's covering where, when you're moving, so on and so forth. Battle buddies becomes much more important to keep track of your fucking buddy. Right, you've got to maintain visual contact with that guy and know at all times, yep, he's right there with me. Keep checking on each other. Right? If you don't want to tie up the radio, that's fine. Just use direct communication. Say, hey man, how you doing? You all right? Yeah? All right. Well, I ain't seeing shit over here. Just make sure you're keeping up that chatter so you know both of you are all right. And always fucking move together. Especially now, more vital than ever. You guys have to be moving in your battle, in your buddy teams. Now, in terms of tonight, right? We're, like I said, predominantly training on react to ambush. How many here, just quick stand up, how many of you guys have been through SLCs dealing with ambushes? All right, a few of you. All right, so you guys know the two different types of ambushes that we're usually going to see. We have near ambush and far ambush. Basic fucking steps in terms of near ambush. Whatever element is caught in the kill zone, they're going to provide base of fire, and then the elements that are outside of the kill zone are going to maneuver on the enemy and eliminate them. Very goddamn simple. That's in a near ambush, right? Now in a far ambush, that's where things get a little bit different. We have the added benefit of having indirect fire capabilities and close air support. So that means in a far ambush, you know, where the enemy is 600, 700, 800 meters out there, they start hitting us, we can still set up that base of fire or even smoke and displace depending upon how heavy the engagement is. But we don't need to immediately just start running headlong into the fire. We've got fucking mortars we can call in. We've got an Apache. We've got an A-10. We've got a Little Bird. We can call in all kinds of fucking hate and discontent. And then we push up there and clear out the enemy position. That's exactly what we're going to be doing tonight. Now, this is, again, going to be on more so you junior leadership, but even more so on the squad leaders. Going to be on you guys to recognize, is this a near ambush? Is this a far ambush? Do I think we could call in close air support on this? Where are these contacts in relation to me and the rest of my platoon? Do I think it's a good idea to call in a gun run on this? If I do, then I'll send it up to my platoon HQ. Hey, these guys are 600 meters out. Could we possibly get a gun run from the A-10 in here? can't take that initiative. Okay, it's guys are completely capable of telling whether or not something is far enough away that we can shoot mortars at it. There's nothing saying that you guys can't send up a request for a fire mission. None at all. You guys know what looks like a juicy target for mortars, or the A-10, or the fucking cannon from the Apache. You think it's a good target, send that shit up. If it gets denied, it gets denied. If not, congratulations, you're a fucking hero. Good job. Alright, everybody tracking?
Affirm.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now, last couple of things we're going to get here to, because I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing me fucking talk. I know I am. I want to go shoot some shit. When a request for information is sent up to you guys as leadership, alright? Every one of you fucking mouth breathers is over here off to my left. Fucking hot micing in my ear. Fix your shit. Alright. So, you team leaders, squad leaders, even platoon HQ, you get a request for information sent up. You know, hey, who's on our right? So on. Who's in contact right now? Whatever. Simply saying, I don't know, is not an acceptable fucking answer. One of the quickest ways to piss somebody like me off is to tell me I don't know on the radio, and then just drop it. You want to make me happy? You don't know the answer to a question? It's fine. Tell me stand by, I'll find out. That's what I want to hear from a fucking leader. Not, I don't know. I don't know means you've already given up. You're not even willing to try and find out that fucking information. And believe me when I tell you, I'm not asking for more information simply because I'm fucking bored. If I'm asking for information, it's because it's pertinent to me. Find out. Send the question up. I don't care how high it has to fucking go to get answered. And those of you that are in a higher element, you get a question sent up and you get the answer sent down to you, you better fucking send it all the way down the chain. Team leaders, when that answer gets all the way down to you, I don't care who asks for the fucking information. Pass it to the entire team. I'll decide whether or not that information is important to me. But don't just leave shit out because you think, it's not important to us. It might be. I have the capability of deciding whether or not it's important to me. Next. Anybody noticed the tool that is in the arsenal box, that fortify tool? Anybody notice that yet?
Yes, for Sergeant.
Yes,
For Sergeant.
Everybody been scared to use it because you don't know if you're allowed to yet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, for Sergeant.
You guys are allowed to use it. Okay? Main thing is here. Fortify tool is to be carried in conjunction with the E-tool. Right, so if you're carrying an E-tool, you better grab a fortification tool as well. Or if you carry a fortification tool, you gotta grab an E-tool as well. No one or the other, you have to carry both. Now the thing is with the fortification tool, what this does is it gives us the capability to fill sandbags. And we can use sandbags for cover rather than trenches. You guys are still allowed to use trenches. The main difference being that sandbags are able to be used on concrete. Okay, so if we're setting up in a town or whatever, if we're on hardball for whatever reason and we need cover and it's not immediately available, set up some sandbags. Takes the same amount of time as a trench, same animations, everything, so you guys are going to be fine there. But if you carry one, carry the other. Alright? Sound good to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Last thing to go over. This is a recent change, and make sure you guys spread this to anybody and everybody like fucking venereal disease. No longer are we to refer to reinserts as reinserts. From this point on, they're to be referred to as reinforcements. Alright, is everybody clear on that?
Yes, for Sergeant. Yes, for Sergeant.
Alright, like I said, make sure you pass that along to everybody. That's one piece of fucking information. I'll let you guys fucking skip COCs and shit like that on, pass it to all your buddies and shit like that. Make sure it spreads like wildfire. Alright, anybody got any questions on anything we've covered today?
Not for Sergeant.
Alright, you guys better be some information fucking sponges, because I just threw quite a bit of shit at you. Alright, what I want you guys to do, go ahead and move back inside the hangar for now. Just stand by. Like I said, you guys that got bumpers, you want to adjust your loadouts, go ahead and do so, but fuck off, get out of my face.
Grab a fortified tool.
I'll back up in that.
Alright, 2-2, we're being
Freezing.
back. We're off the hangar.
Make sure you grab the fortified tool and get it in. Also, make sure you save it in your loadout. Yeah, in the arsenal, it's the fortified tool. But don't save it when you have your radio and your binos. Shit, couldn't talk for a minute.
Call you 123.1. Copy, we just lined up.
Yeah, try and bring him back over.
Yeah. I expecting the third never mind. Cal wasn't there.
Roger.
Yeah. He just I don't think he was there for that.
I don't think you got the right helmet.
Hill is like naked. Oh, never mind.
Okay, here you go.
5 this
Yeah,
is.
very hot mic.
You can wear
Thank
this.
you.
So if you can't have the one that goes over your nose and mouth unless you're in the turret of a MRAP.
Bravo, Radford. Brewer.
But the other one's fair game.
Yeah, the one that I'm wearing you can fair game.
For now, anyway.
All that stuff.
Grab that fortified.
I think I might lose it because we're not in the desert.
Off your inventory.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, let me drop
I
it
mean,
real
I
quick.
could have worn it, but I just kind of liked it without, personally.
Maybe you got sensitive skin. You need it.
Look at him, man.
Did Alfred Charlie?
Don't get irritated.
Possibly.
Oh, yeah.
I do like how it covers like some of the open space underneath the
You
vest.
gotta grab a helmet with
It looks
Yeah,
badass, man. Do you need any other reasons?
Grab the other AT.
It does cover a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I got it. It's a fucking hammer.
Yep.
No,
I'm not
Bob's
sure.
got it.
Actually put them on.
No,
It'd be kind of cool if they did that.
Yeah.
that would be sick.
Only the one that has the helmet, the headset on top of it, is the one that has the camera on it.
Yeah, that's what they
Oh.
said.
I don't want the my
Too bad.
mask on top. Yeah.
To make sure everyone was on whisper. Over.
Bravo's back on station.
That's fully sick, bro. Jesus.
Welcome back, Bravo.
Thank you.
2 copies all.
Griggs is at the box squaring this shit away.
Alright, 2, let me know when everyone is back and set up from the boxes in green, good to go, over.
Is the squad
Alpha
gonna
is
be
green,
what color?
ready to go.
Rogers, 2-3, ready to go.
There's only 4 colors.
Richard, you good?
A-firm.
Bravo's green, ready to go.
Mike is green, ready to go.
Green.
Charlie's green, ready to rock and roll.
Delta is good to go.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Only thing I shot was my load.
Copy 2-4.
When'd you say something on radio?
Drum, this is
No.
radio check on 1.
Copy 2-1.
Over.
You can.
Goggles.
Yeah, we'll see how it is.
You guys ready?
Waiting on 2-2.
That way.
Believe should check. Yeah, 2-1, 2-3,
Yeah.
2-4. 2-2 is 2-6. 2-3, you green, good to go, over.
No telesters.
Copy 2-2, 2-6 out.
Yeah, it must be tough to relay all those comms.
Okay, we'll play that one by ear. Half the time I'll let you guys do it.
Not
We'll
easy.
see what's going on.
If you think that's tough.
2-2's waiting on 1 time, so I'll spill in. We can always go if he's not here.
You could always do the goggles, then have the
Roger.
helmet, the goggles on top of the goggles.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can have what, 4 times
Right, okay,
goggles?
Roger.
Yeah, of course.
Eye
Yes.
protection.
One on the
What does
front of the
Dagger
gun,
do
one
exactly?
on the head, one on the side. Say again?
Have
They need to
3
be
radios.
Tactical.
You go with lead, I'll go with rear.
I'll be sure to.
Go.
By the way, how was your shooting time?
Yeah, whatever way it is,
Bravo.
make sure 2-4 are relatively centered.
Any of us off into other squads, or
Put weapons at the back.
At this time, no. I just want to try to get
That actually sounds like a hell of a lot of fun.
He liked it so much he can't even talk to you about it.
Yep.
Well, if you think it's fun. Apply.
Okay. Got it. Hey, and you guys stick closer to me than usual. Okay. Especially
Roger.
with the UAV.
Yeah, that's Doug, apparently.
Alright.
I'm gonna be sticking at the back of the team, so we'll probably be together anyway.
Okay. Make sure you're in. Yeah. So Havoc 2 and each of you guys, like I said, contact points are going to be key, and we'll get
Sarge, do we have one mic, or are we pulling out now?
Roger.
Alright, that's today then.
be a miracle if
Get
it
started.
would work.
No idea.
You guys make sure your squad leaders
So I can shoot.
Grease, go blue, buddy.
Really impressive.
technical exercise.
They just want you to show up bang.
Alright, get online.
Sarbo, y'all ready?
I think we're just coming.
Last
Kinda
call
like
is
the
80%
Mini Bird.
traffic.
We're good. You ready?
Yeah, we're good.
That was a minigun.
Copy.
No, it might have been.
I hear it.
All having elements, load weapons.
Lock and load.
Load.
Alpha's blocked and ready to go.
Haven't seen console.
We're moving out the door to the left and moving to the south. Or east, sorry.
Alright, copy that.
Also, Richards, that is one thing I need you to do is anytime I tell you something on net, just acknowledge. That way I know you're up and you heard me and all that good shit.
Alright, we're moving.
Alright, yeah, let's go.
Alright, we're Oscar Mike.
Go ahead and head to the left side of the formation.
We're gonna be behind 2-4.
Wait one.
Left side of formation, got it.
We're on point for the squad.
Let's do a squad wedge here.
Squad wedge.
Squad leaders, if you guys are confused at all, just try and find 2-4
Alright,
because
sounds
they
like we're
stand
gonna
out
do
the
this.
most out of everyone here. Over.
Where's Havoc 4?
Alright, get up here on this road.
We're gonna be doing a squad wedge.
Look for the guys with the muzzles on their back and they're probably going to tell you whereabouts you are in the formation. Over.
Axel's Bravo. Over.
Send it.
We're gonna be on a road. Do you want squad wedge or do you want stagger
Platoon.
column?
Let's do stagger column.
Solid copy, stagger column.
Mike, I'll be on the left.
Bravo's on the right.
Charlie's back right.
Second last.
I'm on your 6.
Solid copy. Thank you, Mike.
Good copy, 2-3.
Mike, you're good. I see you. Never mind, you're good. You were disguised.
2-4, recommend we increase our spacing because you're kind of clumped up each other's asses.
Give a little more space behind me, just so we don't get completely on top of each other.
Copy.
Be advised, turning left first turn.
Turning left first turn.
Solid copy, turning left first turn. Alpha request you drop down to a walk when we're rounding this corner, so we're flying over.
Copy. Copy that. Drop to a walk when we take the corner.
2-4 is turning left, over.
Tango Mike Alpha.
2-3's 2-4.
Balance, 2-4's coming.
2-3, as soon as you guys start taking contact, let us know what direction it's coming from. We'll get up online with you, over. Roger that, out. Vehicle come down the road. Underneath the bridge. Civilian Vic.
This is Bravo, eyes on, gas number 10 down.
Civilian Vic has stopped. He's moving on again.
That fucker blown up when he came underneath the other pass, that'd have been the end of my days.
2-3, this is 2-7. Be advised, I'm assuming during different ops you have procedure for that. They get left at the third. Cover.
Yeah,
So we're going straight through 2 times crossroads, then we're going left at the third.
Going straight through 2 times crossroads, and then going left at the third.
Copy that.
Be advised, we're going to be pushing through 2 times intersections, and then on the 3rd intersection we're turning left over.
That's why I just told him that.
Charlie copy.
Straight through 2 and then left at the third.
Be advised, unmanned vehicle ahead, over.
Mike, be advised, you're gonna wait for me a little bit.
Check that.
This is Bravo.
Be advised, unmanned vehicle ahead. Short halt.
Alright. Keep moving.
Move.
Send it. At this time, it's unknown. We're waiting for an answer right now, over.
Back up just a touch.
No threats of IED
Mike,
nature,
you
over.
your weapon, you'll go at the same pace as everybody else.
No IED threats.
As far as we know, there will be no IED threats currently.
Charlie copies. Negative
that's
IED
good.
danger.
It does look like there's civilians up here on our right, over.
Careful for the civilian on the right.
Alright, city's up here on our right, just keep going fast.
That's what we're here.
We'll go.
We just got told good job on
Oh
space.
yeah, that's a bar.
Make sure you keep an eye on those warehouses. They feel like they could be a good spot for an ambush.
I just want to say hello in German.
The ones on the right?
Are we in Germany? Or
Yeah,
are we in,
one's on the left.
Kansas somewhere.
Oh,
okay.
I see them.
Just in case. I don't think anything, but you never know.
Donde está las chicas blancas?
Yeah, copy that. Good. Try to keep an eye on them.
Where are my women at?
That is the correct translation.
Oh wait, that's Spanish. My bad.
2-3, this is 2-7. Just making sure that you're keeping your good eyes to those ones to your left. Over.
Those tanker trucks camouflage.
Keep your eyes open on these woods off to our left. Just be prepared for anything to pop out from there. Over.
Yeah, they were.
Definitely keep an eye out on these woods to the left. You know how they were earlier.
Oh yeah. They suck. 2-2,
Doesn't hurt to have you down.
Yep.
So many down trees. What the hell? How is happening?
I think it's just the area. And lack of forestry conservation.
Prepare for a short halt.
Prepare for a short halt.
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 All squads, be sure you get your guys a few meters off the road. Try and find what
Get
cover you can.
Get a few meters off the road. Try to find what cover we can.
Alpha's got northeast.
2227, go ahead.
Get back on the road.
Copy that. I'll have you on
Back on the road.
at this time. 27 out.
Alright, start moving when 2, 3 moves. Move now.
Go. Alright, we're Mike. That's Mike. Bravo's that's Mike.
Consolidate. I think they were probably just strung out.
Charlie's moving.
Delta's moving. DFOS, hot mic. Copy. Just start yelling at people back there. This is close.
Did that rectify the situation over?
Because up front we're pretty good.
Charlie, this is Bravo.
Send for Charlie.
Most likely.
Are you on the right side of the road also, over?
A firm.
Right behind the southeast.
Yeah, I'm just checking some trouble.
Hey, Archibald is there. To be mad.
Mike, a little bit more space.
Oh, sounds like contact to the left.
Two four. This is 27. Be advised. I think I just saw one of your guys go down.
But no eyes.
Still good?
Bravo's green.
Yeah, you used some pain meds for it was.
Arch with me.
Just making sure.
Charlie's green.
Alpha's green.
That first crossfire hit me. 2-4. Keep up. Keep watching that forest to your front.
We just use some pain management also.
Be advised. South.
Cover that. I'll send that up when I get a chance.
Pushing in.
Which direction?
Do we want to move up to the...
On our left and right, but we're holding the middle.
Eyes on the left.
Mike, this is Alpha.
Also, let me tell you, stand by.
Once we're done with dealing with this situation, my assistant's gonna need some juice.
Did you get hit?
Negative, I'm good.
Friendly's in our visual range now.
Copy that. Alright, just shift your focus a little bit to the right then.
Alright, switch your focus to the right.
Actually, this is we now have friendlies throughout our field of fire.
We
We're up to
could
drop
have been
weapons.
5 feet away and we've never
Push
seen
back
To the
over
right?
to the south and cover that direction.
Sorry, left.
Alright, let's push south. All useful there.
Because friendlies are moving in.
We'll say we just trying to start right.
Alright, we're pulling back to the road.
Back to the road. We're gonna hold here.
Alpha copies at the road.
Move, just to give them cover.
Wow, we're all together. This is shocking.
Okay, so Rich, the other thing I was gonna tell you is that
Good job, 2-4.
normally you'd be absolutely right to call them the LT, but right now just call them the catalyst.
I'm laying down here if you want to get behind this tree and have some cover, shoot over.
Alright, boys, let's get back into our stagger column. Delta, you can push up some.
Alright, get in the staggered column.
Back in the column.
Bravo copies, we're pushing up back to the start, second column.
Get up there, so we can start moving. Oscar Mike, let's move out.
Alpha's on the way.
2-4's moving. Be advised.
They're taking heavy contact. Multiple casualties.
Get on the right side of that road.
Pull to the
2-4's
right.
moving to the right side of the road.
Move to the right.
Covering fire. Over.
Is it in that barn?
Close ambush. Right on top of us.
Careful, they're right in the field to the right.
Side of the road. Over. We're right in front of you guys. Get up in these trees
I'm awake.
and provide cover out.
You firm?
2-2, this is 2-7. I want you to move up.
You're right on my ass.
Right behind Joe.
Who is that?
Alpha scanning for targets. So far, I got nothing.
I have no idea who's dead.
Move back to the road.
Copy that.
Pull back to the road.
Move back
I
to the
saw
road.
someone dragging someone across Death Star on the left side of the road. Right there, they're treating them right there.
Correct, we're not pushing on this crossroad.
Yeah, why, what's up?
Coming in front.
Short halt. It's Bravo, we're short halting.
2-1,
I was down.
2-3.
Passing
Get up.
now.
2-3.
Bravo 2, I see
2-3.
I got one guy down.
2-2 and 2-1.
Being treated now.
Through the site. Do not
Asking on me.
someone else over.
On you.
Down the road, man. Interrogative, this is 2-4. Who's lead element now? Over.
It'll be 2-2.
They took a beating up here.
2-2 taking lead element. So
They did.
I'm like,
2-2, keep
go ahead
moving
and push
east.
past 2-4 over.
Get the fuck out of this area.
Let's go. Push past these guys fast.
Alright, we're pushing past everybody on
Moving.
that.
2-2's pushing past us now.
Crossing.
Past us.
Bravo,
Falling
2-2's
behind.
pushing past us.
Copy that.
We'll follow behind them.
Copy that.
Go ahead and
Alright,
step up.
2-2's passing us, and then we can go right behind them.
2-4,
moving
once
in
you
front
see
of
2-2
your
move
stall,
out, go ahead and follow them.
Affirm. We're waiting for them to pass over.
2-1, fall in behind 2-4.
Alright, 2-4, let's see, ready to move? Give them good space.
Ready to move.
Getting your second call.
Let's go.
Owens, hold your people.
Rock and roll, let's go.
Yeah, they are.
These people are 2-3, pass them up.
Finish the...
Yeah, I'm gonna head in the rear now.
2-4, let's cross this thing
On.
Just because I was leaving you.
Alpha's moving.
Hold up. Who are you, 2-4? 2-4's ready to go?
Hold up.
Rear of 2-4 or 2-1, sorry.
2-2, this is 2-7, keep it moving to that next crossroads where you will take a left.
Alright, give them good proper spacing and then move.
We're gonna give these guys spacing and then
2-4, we're going to fall behind them. 2-1,
Alright, let's move.
behind 2-4.
Alright, we're about to move out.
Moving.
Let's go.
Over.
Let's go.
Get your spacing out a little bit. Reload. Just get ready for the next.
Copy that.
Moving to a walk.
Let Mike get ahead.
Alpha, go down the walk.
Alpha, slow up.
I gotta walk, sorry.
Mike knows how it goes, right?
Alright, Bravo, go ahead and speed it up again. That's good spacing.
Jogging pace.
Jogging again.
Sorry, bro. Forgot how to walk for a minute.
I want to be able to be close enough that we can respond with fire.
You can stand and jog. Come on, man. Pick up, get in the spacing. Let's go.
Hey, Sarnacle, this is fine. This spacing.
Affirm.
This is 2-7. You should be approaching a dirt road on your left. From what
There's
the
gonna be a
map.
dirt road on our left. We're gonna be
Gonna
following
be a
that
dirt
left.
road on the left. We're
Once you
gonna
see
be taking that
road,
left.
go and take a left.
Dirt road coming up on the left. Following it.
Alpha copies.
Roger.
Charlie copies.
2-2-2-7, copy that. 2-7 out.
So far, so good.
Mike, I don't know what kind of frog you got in your throat, man, but I'm gonna start calling you Don Corleone.
You want me to short hold up here?
They call me Godfather now.
It does. It does.
I like Godfather better.
Bravo, this is Alpha.
2-2-2-4. Go ahead and walking pace at this time.
We're gonna be doing the walking pace when we
Go to
cross
walking pace right now.
Walking
the... Alpha copies.
Let me know when
2-4 copies.
Let me know when
Walking pace.
2-1 catches up to 2-4. That way I can put these. Copy. No surprise.
Hey Mike, fall back just a little bit. Watch your windows on the left side of the road. You should be in a window with the guys on the left. Okay, so just fall back. Let a Kulov go ahead of you there on the left side, and then fall in.
Axel, this is Bravo.
All right, jogging pace.
Negative. That squad
Jogging
in front
pace.
of us is stopped.
Oh, right there. HMG blocking this right in front of us.
Start moving behind 2-4.
Solid copy. Bravo's pushing up on the right.
5-2 set drop it.
Pushing up on the right.
2-2, this is 2-4, interrogative. What bearing is that over?
There's an HMG up ahead of us trying to get a bearing.
Howard 2 copies all over.
BTR, BTR.
Shit, BTR. Get to the tree line.
BTR.
2-4's on it.
Alpha's getting to the tree line.
Charlie Delta. Yep, do what you can to get it.
Yeah, move up slowly.
Send it.
Yeah, just stay down, try to get in some cover.
Charlie has it. Charlie's down. Delta, get on it. Across this road.
Delta's doing now. Alright, we're taking
Across the road right now. Other side.
across the road.
Delta's too far back. Get it.
Just trying to move up a little bit. Alright, hold up. Alpha's holding. Mortars are going for the target.
On your right. 2 Mike.
Shit, check in guys, you alright? You alright? I don't know, I think it was something from a fucking shot.
You good?
You alright?
I'm good.
Alright, I'm just bandaging myself up right now, I got fucked from that hit.
I'm just gonna get hurt somewhere around there.
5-2 BTR we dealt with.
Where's 6?
Alright, let's get ready to move, possibly. Alright, we're gonna be going off to the west.
Get up on the squad now.
Alpha copies already on the west side.
Show you that.
Alpha copies already on the west side. Probably don't push too much further. Grab the cover. Alright, checking when you are good. You hear the voice.
Active Charlie, be advised.
Charlie, be advised, I need a second to bandage. I took a hard hit on that showing.
2-4, let's find cover.
Lost the smoke.
I'm gonna bandage up real quick. Hang on, Segura. Let me see if I
You alright? Do you need meds or anything?
No, I lost it to the smoke.
Alright, bleeding's down. You can, give me some morphine, that'd be great.
Shit, where are you?
Thank you.
Oh, I lost it to the smoke.
Fuck, I'm getting ya.
I'm holding.
How far into the smoke did you go?
Only that far.
Alright, there, come on. Copy, pushing towards the river. Copy, pushing towards the river. Alright, let's push towards the river.
No, sorry, smoke.
No worries, I just want to make sure I got you before we got another cornfield situation.
Yeah, cornfield, smoke. What's next?
5
Water.
Possibly.
2 out.
Roger. Crossing, crossing. Copy that.
I'm crossing your line of fire. Crossing right.
2-3, Roger.
Oh, look, water.
Yep.
Check net.
Just pass.
Moving.
Alright, looks like we're going to be moving on line with 2-5.
Moving. Crossing.
Alpha, go ahead.
Moving.
Alright, guys, hold it here.
Possible find
Copy that. We do have friendly crossing the river time now. Be advised, sounded like an RPG going off.
Any point?
I'm moving up to the
Arch with me.
at a down tree right near the riverbed.
Crossing in front of us.
Step there from the northeast.
Copy that.
Sounds like northeast.
Center 4. Set it up.
Crossing.
Setting it up.
Crossing.
Setting up, Dale.
Overhead clear.
Galen, Stamifix. I was pushing more towards the road.
Disassemble.
Alright, push down to the river.
Let's everyone cross over.
Left side of.
Alpha's crossing, time out. Cross.
We swimming when you're
Alright, Bravo.
Fuck this place.
Bravo, solid copy. We're turning back.
Okay. Where is everyone else? Question.
5. I'm gonna push right past you and take your right flank.
Alright, let's push over to the road.
Cross. With you, Sergeant.
Shots across.
Alright.
Red smoke, direct front.
Pouring loose south.
Have it too, make sure you got it right on.
Copy that.
Charlie's crossing the other side of the bridge.
Alpha's staying on the left side of the bridge.
We're here,
Taking
gunshot
active
340.
fire somewhere for 340. Go ahead.
Hey, Delta.
Yep.
I said, hey.
Oh.
No.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, check 340. I was taking accurate fire from over there for some.
340?
I can't see.
Copy.
Red smoke. I don't think you'll be able to see over.
100 meters.
God damn.
Jackson, this is Bravo here. And we're going to shift them off to the northeastern side of the road. So just pushing there or staying on this side.
Bravo, straight north of my position. Far, 150 meters, 100 meters by the BMP, by the BMP. Fire team by the BMP.
Alright,
Looks like.
Dylan's push back a little. Alpha's moving up a little bit to the west, try to get a better line of sight on those guys.
Alpha Bravo.
Oh, no, don't want to do that.
Alright, South copy. Fucking, you got a bunch of contact.
Copy mark. Bravo up.
2-5. I can start traces coming from that.
Bravo, let's re-inhabit our old position here. To the north.
Guns, is you?
Are we all good to move?
Alpha Bravo.
We are going to stop.
Careful, they get close.
121 when you were trying to talk to
I really
Alpha and
can't
Bravo,
hear you.
so...
You gotta yell.
I'm ready to drop him. I got him. Oh, never mind.
Dylan, you still
do
good?
you need any pain meds?
I'm going to move to you and then we're going to push with you on this fucking...
Where are you? Right behind me?
Alpha, move with me now. Move towards that green spot.
Move east to the end. You should be able to see us.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Copy.
I'm not your mic, but I'm right here, so I'll help you out.
Thanks, Nichols.
You're welcome.
Thanks for saving my battle buddy.
You're welcome. I don't know where your mic is, because it's clusterfuck, so...
To be fair, I'm pretty sure I don't think anyone knows who's Mike is.
Alpha Sega.
Yeah, I see movement.
Nobody
I don't know if it's friendly or not.
right now.
Sega 352.
I see movement to our front. I just don't know if it's friendly or not.
2-6 copies gonna get.
Alright, I'm pushing up to the tree trunk.
Alright, Bravo's push up a little bit. Bravo's gonna push up a little bit on. We're on left of the smoke, yellow smoke.
6 copies all out.
Be advised, we have friendlies.
Solid copy. Yeah, if you're like, I'm gonna need you guys to start pushing a bit more to the northwest over here. The bunch of contacts still there bearing.
Alright, let's push up.
My bearing right now, 330.
Bearing 330 contacts. Bravo copies,
Sorry.
330.
We're
Yeah,
missing
if,
2 of our
uh,
guys.
I'm gonna need
Where they?
Bravo. Start pushing up to our sisters right now. Start maneuvering.
Rays, you good?
Alpha pushing up on the roadside with 2-2.
We're over here to the left of the smoke.
Yellow
sorry,
smoke.
2-1.
Yellow smoke.
Yellow smoke. Copy. We'll wait on you.
At least they're together.
Yeah.
So I get fucked.
Yeah, I know. This is all shit show.
Yeah, it's.
Copy that, moving to the road. Alright, moving over to the road.
Yeah.
Good? Alright. Actual, this is Bravo.
Bravo, are you still on the eastern side?
Negative. Pull to the left.
Alpha's bearing 260.
We're gonna move up to contact.
Got one man down.
Bearing 300.
Alright, Dylan, come with me, we gotta clear that out.
Cover me when we're pushing on that.
Alpha's going to clear that out.
He was right here. Wait, one. There's another squad.
Crossing.
Watch it.
Copy that.
Hold here for a
Hang on.
second.
There's
Two
another squad.
back up, back up.
Crossing.
Let's check out these.
Alright, yeah, let's sit over here for a minute. Just try to get an eye down.
Aiming over you.
Hold this position.
Okay.
Where was it?
Get up, go.
Linking up out for you.
Where was that contact at?
Copy.
It was right here. There's that body in front of us.
It's gonna look right over here. We're gonna move.
I think it was that dead body.
Charlie got eyes on the ammunition boxes for HMG.
Actual, this is Bravo.
Alright, be advised, grid ref 072.
Everybody from Bravo good?
072-724. There is a marker on the map that of a heavy enemy presence, so be careful as we move that direction.
Where do you want us towards the element platoon?
You guys okay?
Grid reference 072-724.
Yeah, we're good.
Mark on the map, over.
We're waiting
We're
one.
gonna be pushing northwest, supposedly.
You know, do you see the mark on
waiting
the
on
map?
movement. Let's go ahead and move. I'm gonna get on line with it.
See that pervert?
You guys are all green to go.
Friendlies
We're
on the
moving to
left.
that objective marker.
Yeah, be advised to see friendlies direct in front of us.
Yeah, I need morphine otherwise.
Alpha acknowledges, sees it.
Yeah, this is the.
Alright, so the objective marker at 072-725. That's gonna be where we're moving to now.
Marker 072724.
Yeah.
The second one or the first one?
Push bearing 340.
First one.
Copy.
Charlie copies 340.
Alright, we're moving 340. Alpha copies 340.
Where do you want it?
True that.
We're pushing until we can take contact over.
Just stay on me. Stay off on my left.
Affirm. Let's try that as best as possible.
We're moving to a wave.
Send it.
Sorry, a wedge.
Affirm, moving up on you time now. Right behind Delta at the moment.
Be advised.
Charlie.
Be advised. Don't cross an open field. Try to stay in as much cover as possible. Over.
Copy that.
Copy.
I'm on your right.
Who's?
You still on me?
2-3 is on our
Shift
left.
to my right side.
Just want to make sure you're still on me.
Nice tree suck.
Say again the bearing. Which one shift over?
Hit your
Shift.
Real clusters. Sorry, wind.
We're pretty clumped with this unit on our right.
Wait one. Hold up in this position here.
Alright, hold up here.
Hold here.
Alpha copies.
Here and hold up.
We're gonna get up to the road and hold.
2-4 copies.
Right behind you, behind a tree.
Edge of this road here and getting eyes up to the north. Over.
Right behind you, Bravo.
Heavy clump for Bravo.
Got the north.
God, do I hate these fucking trees.
I know, right?
Actual Charlie.
Send it.
Do we have any idea where we are currently?
Affirm.
Can I get that for reference on my map?
Wait one. Putting a marker on our position. Over.
Currently 074719.
Alpha.
Bravo. Move over here to the left a little bit. Roger, I'm redirecting over.
Yeah, we're missing Middlebury.
I put a mark on the map. 075 and 713.
Hey, what squad are you?
We're 2-4.
2-4.
2-4.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Alright, on me. Moving to you.
Sure.
Bro, on me.
Yeah, on you.
Push up. I'm taking you right.
Do you all have our current position?
Hey, once you see Middlebury,
Okay. That makes
Alpha's
sense.
got it.
Copy that.
Affirm. I'm just cleaning the map.
So we
We're at
Where you at,
075,
Middlebury?
713.
I think this is a 2-4.
Those guys are 2-4. We're 2-2.
Oh, we're in the wrong place.
2-4's over here. What's up?
No, we just
Copy.
trying to find Alpha.
Right from to the north.
I said for 2-2.
They're on a chain link.
I suspect they're
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that crossroad in case anything tries to come up it.
This
Yeah,
is
move to
2-2.
left.
We are
To the right.
Copy.
grid around
You gotta
Copy.
075.
That didn't sound friendly.
2-4 over.
That sounds bad.
Actual Charlie. Interrogative. Do we know if the fire mission going out for mortars?
No, we're checking on that right now.
Those may be enemy mortars, but we're trying to find out right now.
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Jesus Christ. Copy.
The hell they're friendly.
Be advised, that's Warlord
Copy.
engaging enemy anti-air.
This is Girl
Thank God it's Warlord engaging anti-air.
Warlord engaging.
Copy that.
Thank God.
Copy that.
Having 2 is 2-4 interrogative.
that?
Are we holding up here for a
Yeah,
purpose,
message
or
here
should we
is
continue
that
moving
radio
northwest?
Say again, local.
Just making sure you heard what they're saying about Warlord.
That's a.
Reference green smoke.
Oh
Phoenix
shit.
coming in with
I lost my
green
assist.
enforcements.
Apparently,
Green smoke.
Phoenix coming in with green smoke.
Phoenix is
Reference
bringing in reinforcements.
to the
South.
south.
apparently
South.
I think 2-1's
No, I
Keep your eyes out to the
Yeah,
north.
that's-
PS
To our
Alpha
south.
copy.
200.
Fairly
Sorry.
to our south.
Challenging enough right now.
Bravo's still covering off to the north.
Crossing.
He's on the bird coming in.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, from I got eyes on
I'm
it.
guessing he died.
Just barely.
Hey, this is Girl stepping up. Be advised.
Just do an ace report. While we're having a second.
Give me your ace report.
Give me an ace report.
Mike is green.
Green.
Alright, I'm at the fucking intersection on the northeast side of this forest.
How's your pain management?
Actual Charlie, ace report.
Send it.
Got
Charlie's green.
Alright, do you want to move up to the
Do you need
west
a mag or two?
where the
Actual's Bravo.
open field is?
No, I'm actually good.
Send it.
That's where
Bravo's green.
I carry a couple extra just in case.
2-1 should be there soon.
Copy.
Actual is Delta.
Send it.
Appreciate it.
Delta is green.
So is there Forresty gonna step up at some point?
Copy.
Yeah, that's them. Do you want me to place your heat round that you
Charlie, we green?
Yeah, go ahead, throw that heat round at me.
Or sorry, did Charlie already
stick it in me real good?
Copy that, Bravo. Let's all regroup in the cross.
Alfred gets in there deep.
I got
Sit
you.
on it if you have to.
Alright, you
What's
got it.
south?
We
Just southwest.
2-4. Let's continue our movement.
Grid.
We're moving. Break for direction.
Alright,
Let's
stand
start
by. We're
moving.
gonna be moving momentarily.
Stand by for movement order.
Shit, that was annoying.
Standing
That was a weird comm issue.
Copy.
Hey, 2-4.
Yeah, okay.
2-4 right here.
2-4.
Right
here. 2-4's over here.
2-4, okay.
Let's move 2-3-2-0.
Moving 2-3-0.
Moving
Be advised.
3-2-0.
Solid copy. 2-3-0.
Alpha copy.
Go for 2-4.
Say again.
2-3-0.
Say again.
Yes, move 3-3-0.
To the west.
3-3-0.
Move 3-3-0.
Correction, 3-3-0.
2-4 is moving out, bearing 3-3-0 over. From the
Alpha's on the way.
We're gonna follow them. We're staying on line with them.
Mike is Oscar Mike.
Alright, we're staying on line with 3-0. Push out to the right.
2-4's pushing past you.
Block movement to the right.
Copy. Alright, move.
Send it for 2-2.
Try to catch up and get in the line.
Coming up on another OS.
We got friendlies on our right, so just keep your head on the
Sorry, stuck in a bush.
2-4 copies.
Yeah, this
Back 2-4
bushes and
copies.
trees.
Two.
It's not says enough danger for us.
Affirm, 2-2's on our right. I do not know who's on our left over.
Say again, your left.
This is 2-4. We're gonna shift slightly to our west. That way we can keep you guys out of the field. Over. Shift slightly to our west to keep.
Shift slightly
2-2
west so we can
out
get
of
these
the
guys in the trees.
field.
Keep the other squad out of the field.
Alpha copies.
Bravo copies.
We're shifting slightly west to keep 2-2 out of the field.
Christ, what I wouldn't give for a Blue 4 tracker right now.
Amen.
I just miss being able to look at my map all the time.
Contact right.
Be advised, we have shots.
Shots north-northeast.
Get up to this down tree up here.
Alpha's cooking up.
Are you?
Send it for 2-4. Two 4 copies. 2-4's getting online to start suppressing. Be advised, TFB2 will be able. This is a far end.
Can't tell, it's covered. Looks like it's BTR.
0-4 armored vehicle.
It's not an auto cannon, I think.
Karen armor.
Affirm, big 0-0.
BMP.
That might be an 80
Alright, shifting a little more.
Send it.
Havoc 2, this is 2-4. Suggest that we provide.
Put our red
Right
smoke
here.
on wherever that BTR is over.
I got it.
050.
Copy, I don't see it.
Either the red smoke or the enemy line.
BTR is
Opposite side of the tree line. Approximately 350 meters.
Havoc 2, this is 4. This is a far
You got it?
Delta has a shot.
350, 350,
Hey, from that's why I'm
352.
asking for the
Range is tree.
for the
Rock,
smoke
tree
so I
force
can gauge
here.
where they are.
Back us clear.
Hit.
Good.
RPG
Eliminate
comes to the
one
right.
time.
That grid's gonna be 6.
Nice shot, Delta.
7.
Yeah, I'm on you.
you at over?
Yeah, on the south road, east of that opening.
Infantry.
227, go ahead, over.
Got 0.5.
Copy.
Negative. Copy that.
Gunruns coming in on that tree line. Keep the suppression up. Green smoke is 2-3's position.
Injecting more.
Oh, sorry.
Send it, Bravo. Copy that.
I believe there's also contact coming in from west.
Possible contact coming from north-northwest.
Interrogators. What is the squad near the yellow smoke?
The squad
Find out if there's anything coming close. There's some shots coming in. I'm trying to see if I can get the angle on the tracers.
I'm on my way to go find Axel at this time now.
Alpha, I need you to move bearing. Alpha Delta, I need you to move bearing 280. We have enemies that direction.
Right
280, copy.
There are also friendlies up there. I need you to move that way to start suppressing. Move to the friendlies.
Alright, we gotta move to the friendly. Copy.
Technet.
Gun, where are you? Mark me now.
Alright, we're moving towards 280.
We're moving.
Copy,
break.
moving with you.
We're moving 290.
Little Barry, let's move back to
Alright,
Moving
moving
290.
290, time now.
Jalen, you right there?
Speed 5.
Bravo copy.
Charlie
Fuck.
copies, Oscar Mike.
Jalen, you good?
You good?
Fuck, where are you?
Right there.
Up there. Jalen, alright, come on. Come on, we gotta go. Shit.
Bandaging left leg.
Danger close. Teams checking.
Up.
Charlie Delta.
Bandaging your left leg.
Just trying to get a little bit of cover. Alright, come on, let's get up to this broken tree line.
We're getting back up to the tree line.
Tell him off to your right.
Okay. Oh, should patch myself up here. I'll get torso. I got torso.
There's a tree forward that's down. We can get a little bit better cover.
Alpha's up.
Fire right, friendly's moving up on the left.
I'm on the other side of weapons from where I think you are. Moving. Let's go. Move west.
Up to the next one.
Okay.
Come on, moving up to the next branch.
Good.
You push me west.
Good advantage.
Lynch is up.
Thanks, Richards. Lynch is up, moving.
Yeah,
All right, Dal.
Yep. Green now. We got a sniper. Yeah, we got something.
Mike,
through
Mike
that bush.
checking
You
in.
can't see it, but you can see us.
Alpha's right next to Bravo. We're in the downstream
Okay.
branches.
Yeah. Bravo's pushed off to the northeast over near 2-2, I believe it is.
Green.
Charlie's entrenched with Bravo. Delta check in. Actual check in.
Gotcha, Bravo. I need no.
Holy shit.
I need no.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Delta and actual up.
Yeah, everybody's good.
All copy. Alright, be advised, Bravo's getting fixed right now. I got purchase.
Alright, let's get ready.
Two, this is 7, go ahead, over.
Zier, go with Richards. Figure out where we are to the road.
A firm, all squads, push north, roughly 360, over.
Set my assistant with yours and keep you company here.
Yeah, no, that's why I wasn't.
Sit. I'm with Richard. Say again what I'm doing.
Get idea where we are towards the road, like where we are in relativity to the road.
Richard, come on.
This is Dagger. Dagger. No,
We're not too far from it. It's pretty close. It's just over deathblade.
Oh, don't go right there. You're right in front of the 240s.
Alright, quick check.
Alright, we're gonna move towards the green smoke. Alpha copies moving towards the green smoke.
7-6, moving towards the
Actual did go down. I did not.
Pretty good idea, actually.
I'm assuming he did.
I'd argue that.
Copy.
Move to the left.
Actual is up.
So I'll copy. Same Mike out.
Alright, let's head up on the right side of the green smoke.
5-2-1-3-1.
We're gonna be on the right side of the
Copy
green
that.
smoke.
Right side of green smoke.
Right side of the green smoke, got it.
Alright, we're gonna be on the right side of the green smoke.
To the right of the green smoke.
Roger that. We're gonna hold short urgent care.
Hello.
2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, and 2,
Collins,
4.
is it me
Get
or
it
you
worked
got your
out.
ammo
Pushing
flap
on
up?
mine, facing,
God.
I'm looking
Alright,
roughly
rally up on me.
360.
So I'll copy.
2-4 copies. 2-4 is on the right of
Too much
I
time.
really hate these logs.
Alright, go ahead.
You good? Yeah.
Roger.
Right.
I literally just told him.
Send traps for Charlie.
Alright, just push up here, get on the edges clear.
Yeah.
Copy.
Here we are. Asking clear, no.
Right here, right here.
Yeah, it's the,
Cover me.
2-3, we want to be on line of that green smoke. So yeah, I'll come up with Bravo.
Actually, I think there's another squad.
This is 2-4. We are on the right side of the element over.
We're on your right.
2-4 to 2-3. Can you go a little bit
If you want to move
right?
Stein
We're a bit
back,
tight.
push farther right.
That'd be good for us.
So we're pushing farther to the 050.
Thanks 2-4.
Alright,
2-4 copies. Moving.
Alright, 2-4 pushed off further right, so you're good to be on Bravo.
Alright, move this way.
Yeah, sorry.
We don't want to be out in the tree line.
I enjoy it.
Good to be back,
Organization.
Allison.
Oh my god.
Complaining.
I literally peeled out for 3 seconds in the opposite direction you guys went, so.
Do it.
We just went a little further apart.
Bravo, Charlie.
Set up security to the northeast.
Copy that.
Alright, we're gonna get over here, set into the west.
And try to get eyes down that road.
Give me some, give me a trench right here.
OSR to the northeast of the rest of the.
That way I can face the road.
Interrogative. What direction are we moving out over?
2 Mike, there's 2-4 Mike, green, 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 all blood bags. 10 blood bags.
So our movement is to
where's
the
Charlie?
direct north.
Good question.
Collins, are you Charlie? Who's Charlie?
Good question.
Just saying that's when we're going to be moving.
Anybody see Charlie? Where's Cal? Sarge, you know where Charlie is?
Be advised, 2-4 is up front. What is the next element behind us? We'll let you pass this
No,
over.
I haven't seen him.
I don't know where's Charlie at. Where's
I'm
Charlie?
looking for him. He's up here, I think.
2-3, move north. Move direct north. Shift right. And then
All right, we're gonna get ready to move here. 2-3 is going to be passing us.
Alright,
up
stop
on our
that
left.
construction.
Hey, firm, keep moving north. We'll follow behind you. Over.
You're with me, Haskin. You're with me.
All right, be advised, 2-3 is gonna be passing us on our left. Let's get ready to move north. Over.
Cop.
Quiet, I got stuck in the tree.
Alpha copies. Alright, we're gonna be moving to the north shortly.
Crossing, crossing, crossing.
All right, let's move.
Alright, moving.
Let's move now. All right, we'll move.
Alpha moving.
Oh, I guess we're staying in a line.
Yeah.
Copy,
Gotta be in a line.
So I guess we're staying in a line here. We're not getting behind them. We're getting to the left somewhat of 2-3. Over. All right, so let's keep. Hey, firm, just keep moving. Bearing 0-0-0. Alpha Bravo, go ahead and pass me up.
You on your left.
Unknown at this time, I don't believe so. I think we are actually pulling up.
If you ever get lost, just look for the big fuck all, carry all back.
That is until we walk into a bush. Friendly mortar. Copy that. Friendly mortar.
Yeah, I saw that.
Friendly mortars.
Bravo, are you back farther? Over. Hey, firm.
Kind of dodging trees at this point.
Jeez, these trees don't make it easy to navigate.
Yeah, this forest sucks.
It's the logs that
They
suck.
killed these trees.
The one laying on the floor is a bad one.
I think vertical is log, horizontal is or other way around. But yeah.
Close enough. They're all dead trees to me.
I like it.
Copies. This is 2-4. This is 2-4 interrogative. What do we do when we get up here to this tree line? Are we going to hold up to provide some cover fire? Over.
We may be holding up the tree line, so hold up.
2-4 is pushing up to the edge of the clearing to provide cover fire. Alright, let's push up. Sounds like shots carry. 030.
Shot 030.
Contact bearing 040.
This is 2-4. We are being engaged. 0-3.
Got two in the open. 060. Collins, get behind this tree.
Get behind the tree quick.
Disregard red smoke. Disregard red smoke.
Disregard the red smoke.
I've got a trench for you. Send it for action.
Alright, that's gonna be it.
Be advised, force still has contact out to our east. Over.
Friendly's on the left. Crossing the road.
Alpha, get on that.
Alpha got him.
I was told that we have EMA squad.
I may be down to one belt left for you. Can't tell.
Copy.
They're all
One belt?
ones. I think so. I don't know. All single.
Okay, good. I still got about 6. I still got plenty.
Gallons are full. There's the half ones.
Yeah, that's fine.
I still leak them. They're half empty.
2423, we gotta try and maneuver on this contact.
Bearing 060.
Semper Charlie. Keep an eye on the east southeast. Make sure that they're not going to explode.
Thanks, Doc. Just took out an RPG.
Alright, keep your eyes east southeast. Yeah, copy that. I got him looking.
Yeah, April.
There, east southeast. That's where I want your gun looking.
Got it.
Send it.
What the hell is that?
Wait, don't hold here. Wait. What was that?
Looked like an RPG round coming from break. Coming like 3, 4, 5.
Hey, firm, there should be rockets in, I'm sorry, mortars going in on that position.
Red smoke out in that area.
Hey, firm.
RPG!
Shit, RPGs. Oh, never mind. Those are mortars. Yeah, it did. Gun run. Thank you. Here for it.
Think over the arrows. That's all.
Yep, thank God we got him. Got anything yet? Send it, Alpha. Bravo. Yep. Just kind of scanning for targets on the riverbed. Or off of the riverbed, sorry. Thank you. Ah, it's a little
2-4 copies. That explosion was more than likely a tree strike by Havoc 4.
Nice combo.
Actual, Charlie.
Send it.
Where are we in the relative to the rest of the
We're
platoon?
on
Are we
your river,
behind
right?
them, or...
Negative. The rest of the platoon is, for the most part, on this river here. We are on their right flank over.
Yeah, it's a basically where it says Wickeroo. I'm pretty sure that's where those little lines are. That's
Stand by for move in order.
Copy that.
Yeah, I see it.
Havoc 2 is 2-4 interrogative. Do you want everyone on the
Stand by for move in order.
northern side of this river over?
Were those shots?
Oh,
yeah.
Already got him.
Oh no, I'm looking. side gets shots on the left side. Fire.
Shit, this fucking tree clump's right in my way. I got no eyes.
Where are you looking?
Directly in front of us. That area.
Alright,
Yeah, I
let's
can see where the tree that pushes.
let's cross the river here, and our bearing is going to be 050.
Alright, we're gonna cross the barrow. Cross the river, bearing 050. Alpha copies.
Mike copies crossing.
Bravo with the one like this. That's gonna nope, that's too good.
Alphas are crossed with actual.
I'm on your left.
Copy.
Hey, firm. Wait. Hold up before. Alright, guys. Hold up at that tree line. Whoever's out in front of us. Okay.
Don't use the smoke unless we need to. If we're taking fire advantage,
Yellow smoke bearing
Copy.
030.
Across the field to our 050. Alright. Alpha, let's push up with Bravo.
Copy that. Alright, pushing up with Bravo.
Specific formation or?
Just moving straight up for now, moment.
I'll be right behind you.
Hey, firm, for this case, Delta, Charlie, I want you guys to go in front.
Let me create some cover.
Until we clear out this little berm up in front of us.
Looks like a cornfield beyond that yellow smoke.
Charlie copies.
Let's move.
Alright, the
Move
two
where?
AT teams are gonna go before us.
That's our next movement is 050. Sorry.
Moving 050.
Alright, we're letting these guys get in front of us.
Oh, goddammit.
I'm not going in there going real.
Alright, team, go ahead, Alpha. Bravo.
Bravo's Oscar Mike. Also, Charlie Delta, be advised there's possible contact to your north. So I saw tracer fire here a minute ago. This is Bravo. We're
Charlie
pushing up on the
copies.
southeast side.
Charlie, I may have eyes on something.
What's something?
Direct north of the cornfields, kind of on the right of the field.
Roger that. Or out.
Could be someone hiding in there. Can't tell.
2-4 copies interrogative. Are we still going to be on live, or are we moving
Could
just platoon call
Aries
to that
also
cornfield over?
provide Sergeant Tosco with the uniform?
Collins, can you
I pushed toward the cornfield. We're going to the cornfield and using it to cross that the tree line over there. Over.
Oh my god.
I got nothing on thermals in that cornfield yet.
It's the best thing ever.
That's Bravo, solid copy. Waiting on Bravo.
But nice
Hey
call
guys,
out.
Charlie
check out
Delta.
Tosco. He's
Is
naked.
that correct?
Negative.
Hey, look.
Let's fall back down into.
We need a medic. Tosco's embarrassment is killing him.
Northwest until we get online to go through the cornfield.
Best thing ever.
Solid copy.
Can I grab
Alright, push back onto the
Negative,
western
you
side of
cannot
this.
put on a,
Definitely, then we're going to be
uniform.
pushing up
Alright, still good?
squad over to the cornfield.
Alright, we're pushing over the cornfield to use the cornfield to cross.
Yep, we're going towards the cornfield, unfortunately. On this, just sit on my ass.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the hell this is, but they're holding this source while we push over.
2-4, where you going? We're pushing back so we can go through this cornfield. You are now the right flank.
Okay.
Does that mean that there's no one there, right?
We're peeling past you, basically.
Yeah, if 2-4's peeling behind.
I'm tracking.
I guess.
Alright, now we're
can't get
going
near
around
fucking back
the
there.
cornfield.
If I do this.
Okay, we might be going around it now.
Around to the northwest.
Nope.
Wait one. Interrogative.
Alright.
This
Try
is
to spread
2-4. Are
this
we
shit
not
out a
pushing
little
through the
bit.
cornfield?
We're
We're
gonna
pushing
start
to
pushing
the
because they're trying to
east
figure
other
it out.
side of it? What side over?
Bravo copies.
Here, let me try and get in yours.
Eyes on.
Seems like they're taking that side
Got it, thanks.
Can we just go through
Yeah,
the
it
cornfield?
looks like that's what we're gonna do.
Bravo,
Also,
copy.
is push around it like those
Copy,
southern
pushing
guys do,
north, take us
but can't
directly
sort
through
it.
the cornfield. Over.
Ooh, it's a party.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
it is party.
I'm just gonna give you a heads up what they're talking about.
We brought the mortar party.
I'm actually confused.
Yeah, I'm moving behind him.
Copy.
Richards, I'm pushing.
Oh, I feel about corn.
We have to go
There'll be
like
fucking aliens in there. That's true, right in the middle.
2227.
Just walk around with the pin, pull out a grenade.
We're going
That way
through
if
the
you go
cornfield,
down,
meet
you'll
you on
bring
the
them
other
down
side,
too.
boys.
We're gonna
Just
keep
keep
it smart.
Going through the cornfield,
keep it through 020.
020 straight to the cornfield.
020 straight through the cornfield.
To the opposite tree
Stay
line.
on map.
That's what you're using.
Alpha copies, moving right through.
We can do it, boys. I have
2-3. We're going through the cornfield.
Gillen, just stay right on my ass.
Alright, I'm gonna stay right on you, okay?
Copy. I will, if I deviate direction, I'll let you know so you can't see dick.
Alright, just keep going straight, boys. We got this.
Do not go on the
All right.
other side, just stay up
Change of bearing, 020.
Yep, just say 020.
Well, just don't do anything with it. You shouldn't be out in the field. You and I have
Sounds
very
about right.
different definitions.
Copy. And from there, we're going to be going east, so get on the east side of this wood line.
Bravo's out of the cornfield.
Alright, do we all make it alive?
Going to the east side of the cornfield.
Alpha's out and all present.
2-4
We did it!
In the tree line.
Oh, you got so nervous.
I know it's just corn.
Copy.
Alright, we need to set up somewhere.
Look at this wide open field.
Holy death.
Well, that's gonna suck.
2-4. This is Bravo.
Probably the southeast corner, because I think they push
If we have to push across this field, A, God help us, B,
Yeah.
if any contact happens, fucking 2-3 put smoke out their direction with their rifle or grenades.
Nah, I'm staying in this corner. 2-4's already got the
Be
guys.
advised, mortar teams can drop smoke rounds as well.
Can you... we just came out of the cornfield as well. Can we sit on this corner and you move further down, or...
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, you'll be close to the platoon then. Alright, thank you.
050,
No problem.
looks like out of town.
Guys?
2-3, we're on the southeast corner. 2-4 is to our north.
Hey, I
Let's
pushed a little
move
bit
north
to
on this
your
tree line.
left.
Give 2-3 this corner over.
We're not moving
Push north on
Just
the
north
peel,
on the tree line.
We're gonna be peeling north tree line.
Do you have eyes on me? I don't.
Yeah, 2-4.
Is that you? That's you. All right.
This gigantic blade.
It's not that far, Gillen. Alpha, just right up here, buddy.
Copy that.
Roger, it's pretty fucking crowded up in here.
Waltersburg to southeast.
Man, I feel
Hold
like,
here for us.
A bunch of other people just came up.
I feel like a rifle's gonna
Right here.
Move
You guys find my position.
Rock wall, getting spread out a little bit.
Yeah, get spread out here.
Alright, Bravo on me. We're gonna shift off towards this rock wall here. Get it spread out.
Punching north.
Lance taking the spot from you.
No worries.
2-2's
Alright, I'm gonna want the saw looking out to the fucking east across these big ass fields. The other two, I want you covering.
Let's go. We're gonna follow Bravo further up this line of trees to get
Don't worry about a trench right now.
everyone else.
Copy. Copy.
Alright, 2-1, start moving.
Heavy 2's 2-4.
Start
Are you
moving
talking
behind
bearing
the
1-0?
north.
Yeah, those are actually hunting checks.
You still good? Alright, where are you?
Oh yeah.
I'm with Bravo.
Alpha, I'm proud of
very
you
true.
for making it through the cornfield without getting lost over.
behind everybody who's fucking running.
Yeah, this sucks.
One mic on
Should probably
that.
just aim for the
You
trees
got
from
it.
southeast.
He made it through. Oh, never mind. He's right next to me. He was just down a little further.
I guess we shift.
Heavy 2's.
Yeah, right here.
Accounted for?
2-4, this is 2-2. Go ahead, over.
I'm also looking for.
Yeah,
Literally just stick on my ass and you have trouble.
Yeah, I try. All these others are Bravo though.
Oh yeah, trust me, when we get in a clusterfuck like that, it is kinda hard.
When we're moving, are we going to be moving direct east through this open field over?
Shaw, Koi lost you guys, where you at?
2-4, this is...
Get into the sit position.
We're moving northeast down this small tree line here. That's what we're doing.
Alright, we're gonna be moving northeast down the small tree line.
Negative. That's our direction over.
That will be where we're going, not yet.
Say again.
Copy.
We're staying in the
Solid
tree
copy.
line and moving north.
Be advised
northeast.
momentarily you're going to be pushing northeast, staying inside this tree line.
We're on north or south?
Be advised, I've seen enemy tower.
moving north through the tree line,
620 meters,
around to the
bearing
northeast.
040.
We'll
Be
be
advised,
behind friendlies.
pretty
Let's
sure
just
I'm
creep
taking
up.
shots here from somewhere.
A firm
Confirm.
from which? I can share the snap as well. Everyone stop.
045,
Check me out.
620 meters.
Wait one.
There's no room.
Actual is Bravo. Recommend we get
I see it.
moving. Can't see shit here.
Hey, bring up the DMR to my position.
Wait one.
Over here. Tina,
Alright,
get over
boys.
here.
Alright, boys, we just gotta change. We are moving southeast across the field.
Yeah, I see. Good spot.
That's
One
going to
guy.
put us in direct contact with Fix Eyes.
We got a
Negative. Hold here in the tree line. Look across the
Shoot
field.
2-4.
There's some buildings
Solid copy.
over there.
Grenadiers in.
Oh my lord.
Hey, firm, I'm requesting, wait one.
Yep, right
I have a 2, that's a 2-4,
See the
interrogative.
smoke, and then there's buildings to the right. Friendlies left of the smoke or on the smoke. Shit to the right.
Interrogative, do we
It's,
need perhaps
music
orders to
racing
drop some
question.
smoke rounds
Instead
on
of
this
video
field so we can
friendly.
cross behind some smoke over?
Is the enemy.
Hey, this is, I'm moving a little bit
Because our
more
objective
left.
is
This
east.
cluster.
You guys are way far down the line.
Stand by.
Be
We gotta
that
push
as it
across
may.
the field direct east.
I
You wanna
don't
rally on that
understand
yellow
why
then?
we're moving southeast.
Yeah,
actually.
rally on the
It's
yellow.
not towards our objective.
Copy, coming to you.
We're to your southwest a whole lot.
Wait one.
Alright,
I'll be right back.
normal smokes and moving, I guess. Let's
Moving up to you.
Recommend.
Okay, move left. We're gonna start
Copy.
moving.
Hey man, I tried.
I know. I'm not being that
Go
kind.
time
I
now.
understand.
I don't mean it towards you. Actual confirm we are pushing southeast time now.
Hey, firm, he wants us to move southeast.
Solid copy. I'm going to take that fucking rock wall that 2-2 just pushed on. Just past it.
Hey, firm.
Right there.
2-2 to 2-4, be advised, we are on red phone up.
Alright, we're following up with the rock wall.
We got fucking tracers coming in at us from the northeast. Here's 4-0. Fucking lazy up.
After we get a ways over here,
RPG fire behind it.
after we get a little
Yeah.
bit, we also got some cover. Like,
Yeah, that's right behind the fucking hunting.
Like we're killing
stand.
across this field. We're gonna. 2-4 is holding up. Go ahead and push past us.
Alright, here we go. Massive peel down the rock wall. Make sure nothing comes out of the tree line to our east. Let's go, Stark. We've got more people though. Oh, that? I like that.
I'm with Charlie right now. We're just going right next to actual.
Alright, 2-3, we're gonna
So our
push towards
contact,
contact to
we
our
just got
north.
told to stop pushing. Now we're told to move towards
right
contact,
there.
which is towards our northeast.
Straight through the field.
Wait one. We might
So
be
let's pop
moving
smoke to move towards the contact.
Strongly recommend that 2-3 pop smoke in that direction if we're going to use smoke though. If we're not, then we don't need to, but
Hey, firm, I'll have them pop smoke if needed. Let's push.
copy. Moving out. I believe that's 2-2.
Alright, moving.
Wait for them.
Hey, firm, 2-2 start front and 2-3's up there as well.
So I'll copy pushing on 2-2's left then so that way we can
Stay
reach
up, stay right behind
we
you.
have to. Copy.
Action, Charlie.
Send it.
Yeah, smoke yet.
Be advised,
Hey,
Advise, surface air making.
Hey, firm, I'll pass it up as soon as there's radio time.
Yeah, Roger.
Following the
Is
contrails.
2-2 aware that we're coming up on that?
Be advised, we're on your left. the reminder. Every time, don't worry about
Okay.
Yeah, that just come on.
Swanson's bandaging. Hey, don't stand up. Don't stand up. Be on that rock wall to the left front.
Eyes on this little tower. Mike's moving down feet. Send it.
Got it, sir.
I'm pinned down.
Smoke, go now. Be advised, 5 is down, 5 is down, treatment's active. Do my staff might be advised, 5 is down, treatment's active.
I'm pinned down in the hay bales, man. Stay firm. I've got an Alpha team member down with me. He's a rifleman.
Have we got? Push morphine.
Send it.
What asshole shot me? All stations, this be advised.
Alright,
Have your
check
back on.
Delta. How are you?
Doesn't wreck your body. I have 5.
I got you, sir. I got you, you're good.
Copy.
Good
I've
job,
got a
Mike.
medic with me.
Told you I'd get shot
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
push up.
Delta.
I told you I'd be there for you.
Can you fucking break?
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with him.
Somebody gotta find Delta, please.
CLS anywhere?
He's not my.
There's Delta.
Alpha, check in.
Alright, I'm moving up.
They need CLS.
Bravo, check in.
Bravo is green. We're still over on the western side.
Do we see the wooden tower where the yellow smoke is at? Do you have eyes on that?
Charlie's got eyes.
Move to that position, that's where Actual's at.
Anybody find eyes on Delta?
Hey, affirm, we have eyes
Delta's
on Delta.
back.
Mike's working on him.
Bravo, weapon down.
Bearing 010, where we're taking fire from. Alright, let's push up to this building.
Go ahead.
There's a mass cats up here, let's push up there. We're on this building.
Stone, are you up? Thank you. Alright, Stone.
Mike, go ahead and get over there and help out the mass cats.
You find the purple smoke?
Copy, moving over.
I'm at the purple smoke with the fact that you guys
Solid copy. You guys still need me over here?
Swanson's up. Stone is having issues.
This is Alpha, what's your position?
Seems like he's in shock. He's not moving.
Pushing happy.
Axel's Bravo.
Send it.
Where you at in relation to that mass gas over?
Say again your last?
Where are you in relation to the mass gas over?
To the left of the two-story building, over.
Solid copies. Alpha, where you at over? Solid copy, break. Charlie, what's your location?
Charlie is inside of the fence. Perimeter, just the other side of the
Solid copy. Alright, Bravo is pushing back in from the west to get join you guys in the 2-story.
Copy.
Is every member of Bravo at contact?
Push out. Get on the wall to the northern side of this.
Bravo copies, pushing up. Actually, I'm gonna get on this 2-story. Get eyes up.
Copy.
Yeah, go ahead and shut down.
Send up our equipment status at this point. At this point, I think we're down a machine gunner.
Confirm. I believe so as well.
Why are you jumping at
I
this?
think 2-4
Actual, this is Mike. Where are you?
I go up the north side of this entrance where the Massacaz was. I'm across the road over.
Side copy, inside of it or
I think we're
outside?
pretty
Give
far
your
off the
system
shoulder.
might be the alpha is paying answer
Alright, which side?
Everyone check in.
Please.
Copy.
Bravo's green.
Alpha is paying answer.
You gonna carry on?
Yeah, Mike, I'm good. I'm just on the other side of the wall.
Copy.
Alright, hold your
Delta, are you green? Correct, green. Interrogative, where are you at, over? We are to the left of Charlie. On the rock wall. Affirm. Charlie, you good?
Good as I can be.
Affirm. Seems like everyone's having issues.
Zip and running over.
Copy.
I need to move these guys southeast out of Talon and back towards
Charlie, this is actual. I have to go to Washington, D.C.
Issues at the moment. You'll be back with us shortly.
All right.
Good luck. We're getting ready to move out to the south.
Thanks.
Havoc 2 is 2-4, be advised, we are down 1 times machine gunner, and my 2IC will be stepping up and taking squad.
Element just under the rock wall facing to the.
Sorry,
I was following you like he sees him.
Yeah, that was
Copy.
I'm giving ammo to Bravo assistant. Where's you at? Where you at, Bravo?
Bravo's up in the white 2-story. We're on the second floor.
Charlie, are you on platoon net now?
Give you some more ammo.
Affirm, Charlie's on platoon net. Copy.
Copy. Yeah, they're actually giving you ammo, so.
Actual.
2-4 copies.
Let me see.
Alright, 2-4, we're pushing southeast. Move to the white building, and then we're going to start pushing back southeast to our line of advance. Mike, stay with Charlie.
Hey, Patty. I have another rocket for you.
Advise you shot southeast.
What?
Give it to Delta.
Give it. We got it. Come on, I got it. Okay. Alright. Keep moving.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Actions, Bravo.
Fuck is my out?
Where'd you head out, Tel?
Send traffic.
Are we pushing up to those dunes out there to the fucking east?
Local check, called out a BTR.
Copy. Alright, this is Bravo, I'm pushing east.
I got a BTR moving right to left over behind the building. 6065.
Actual, this is my.
He's at 480.
Charlie, this is actual. This is Bravo.
Send for Charlie.
Charlie, are you now actual?
Affirm, Charlie's now actual.
I lost that low.
Charlie, this. Solid copy. I pushed up to these red fucking dunes. It just got auto-cannoned.
Copy that. 2-4, push up to the dunes over there by that garage,
64.
and then set up defensive.
550.
Solid copy.
Keep pushing up the wall.
Rocket.
Deep BTR's fucking down.
Be advised, seeing air assets hitting the shit off to the east-northeast.
Too late, I fucking got him.
2-4, when we get to the break. When fire mission is complete, pop smoke and cross the field, over.
We're to the west, at least get online, guys.
We were out the south side of the ball.
Alright,
Other side of the dirt
start
mounds.
going
Alright, let's go. We're moving.
On the low wall, right in front of that building. On the low wall.
Yellow smoke smoking in the field.
He might head for the gate.
Copy.
northeast.
Axel's Bravo.
Send traffic.
Be advised, we were seeing multiple infantry contacts inside where those two buildings are at. This fucking smoke is about to obscure my ability to cover over.
Copy that, Bravo. Break and start pushing through the field.
Solid copy. Alright, we're breaking, push across the field. Time now, let's go.
Delta will move with Bravo.
Crossing.
I'm on the south side of the...
We're on your rear,
bar
Bravo.
still.
Let's go.
Okay, moving.
2-4, this is actual. Push through. Push now.
Copy that.
Bearing. Break. 010.
This Bravo, solid copy. We're pushing up.
Shooter, second floor. Shooter, second floor. Shooter, second floor. He's up. Shooter's up. Second floor, right in front of us.
I got no fucking eyes.
He's up.
We need to push left.
Pushing left.
Push left to Bravo.
Copy that, moving left to Bravo.
Two 4, this is actual. Once we get to the stone wall outside of the town, regroup.
On the left side.
Bravo copies.
Delta copy.
Deltas, Bravo, is that you behind me?
That's an A-front.
Solid copy.
Oh shit, man down, straight ahead.
I just be crossfire.
Alpha, let me know once you're pretty sure you're going behind you.
Alright, hold here, provide base fire for the rest of the other
Can't
squads.
find cover, at least
Delta, this is Bravo, continuing movement.
Copy that.
Eyes on.
Roger that. Delta's on your rear.
Crossing,
Roger,
crossing.
eyes on you, crossing.
Crossing.
Once you push off that,
All elements
first
check
building,
in.
I'm gonna come in and take your position.
Bravo's green.
Moving
On
over
your
the
ass.
screen.
Delta's green.
Moving to the red.
Delta, this is Bravo.
Go.
I'm setting up security, looking out on this road to the fucking northeast. Break. If you want to push in and assist these guys, or wherever hell actually wants you over.
Roger that. We are across the road, at least at the tree line. Actual, do you need us anywhere specific?
Two copies. Alright, we're clearing out this entire area.
Wait, 1.
I'm directly
We're
south of you.
clearing out this entire area.
Roger that. Watts.
2-4,
Push up this building
student's
so
been
we
ordered
can
to clear this
restrict
entire
that.
town.
I just want to know your
No
location.
idea why
Break.
2-4 is getting up in our fucking mix here.
1 sec.
We're gonna let them
2-4, this is
let them
2-2.
space out.
Regroup on the wall so
Hold
that
on,
we can
guys. I don't know where
resplit ourselves into buddy teams.
Alpha, did you punch north from up this building? Solid copy. Yeah, we're up in the middle of the rifle squad shit. We
Copy
need to
that.
be
Stay
holding
on
here. We're gonna push north.
Friendly's around the corner, careful.
Yeah, Roger. You're gonna have friendlies like direct fucking front. Alright. 2-4, we need to do something. We're all gathered up here.
We're by the yellow house.
Yeah, maybe we should disconnect a little bit.
Bravo, this
Friendlies
is
are
2-4.
moved
I
up
don't
right.
have any visual on you guys. I can't see y'all.
Solid
They're under
copy.
the block
We're off
already.
basically to the west side of the building. Of the, next to the road. What's your location, actually?
I am what I would think to be your break.
Move up to the white picket fence. And then,
Your approximate 100. There's a building with a large, looks like a large field or garden in front of it. I'm on the corner of the stone wall there.
Are we moving directly?
Solid copy. You want us to push it towards you?
A-firm, push to us.
Copy, moving. Alright, we're trying to push east, northeast. I think
Alright,
that's
we're pushing
where
east,
Axel's at.
northeast. We're just regrouping with Axel.
A-firm on
Copy that.
Really 2-4 copies.
Cleared that building.
Yeah, I think they did. Pretty sure I saw friendlies in it. Whole lot of people right here.
Roger.
Alright guys, index.
Index, condition 4.
Index.
Form up on green smoke.
Green smoke, we're gonna...
Condition
Yeah,
4.
find it.
I got it.
Gonna look for green smoke.
050.
Thanks for running with me, Cal.
Alright,
Thank
let's
you.
go.
Actually, I would like to chat with you when we're all done with this. It's a good chat, not a bad chat.
Doc, you okay?
No, it's a bad chat. He lies to you.
Just like the OSET test.
Exactly.
Do I have to holster this, or can I look cool?
You can sling it if you want to. You don't have to. Either way.
One is definitely less cool than the other.
Yeah, there's no strict SOP on that.
Go ahead and link up with everybody else. Make sure you guys are keeping a fucking mouth shut.
Alright, put yourself on whisper.
Make sure you're all on whispering.
I'll miss this net. Let me know when you're here.
Alpha.
2-2's all here.
2 copies.
Alpha all here.
Mike here.
Let me know when you guys are all sitting here. Sound off.
Let me know when we're all here. Over.
Dagger, Mike, you here?
Mike's here.
Alright.
Delta's here.
Havoc 2, let me know we're all here.
Bravo's here.
Roger. 2-3 said let me know when we're all here.
No, no.
Send it. Roger.
Havoc 2, this is 2-2.
Send 2-2.
2-2's all here.
Copy 2-2. 5's 2-3. We're all there, also.
2 is 5. Alright, we got it.
Lieutenants.
He's descending right now.
Yeah, he's ascending. He's very high.
I see seagulls.
Alright, well, we're not gonna wait for him. Alright, Task Force Bravo. As you saw, especially in the early part of the exercise, as we went through the woods, this is a challenge, and it requires a lot of communication, especially at the squad leader level. You heard the first sergeant just telling you, all of you team leaders and squad leaders, that you were going to have to communicate to make this work. That's why he was telling you that. We needed a lot of, I was telling Platoon HQ in the middle of it, tell your squad leaders to get basic. Hey, I'm on your right. Hey, I'm on your left. And do that all the time. When we got into that awful terrain that's in those woods and we started to lose sight of each other, it's a mess. And we got clumped up, and we could have easily been schwacked if there had been an ambush waiting for us in those trees. Once we got out in the fields, it was a little better, but you tended to, I know we didn't want to push across open fields, and I understand why, but that was part of the point of this exercise, so it was tough to get you off the walls. If you're ordered to go across the field, go across the field. You reacted fairly well. The fire and maneuver part of it, from what I could see, I didn't see a lot of base of fire maneuver. I saw a lot of just sort of random shoot back at stuff. That's something to work on. It's a little hard to maneuver in those woods. Yeah.
No, let him keep talking.
I mean,
What?
I understand. All right. At any rate, that's a foreshadowing of what's to come, guys. It's not going to be easy. We've gotten really reliant on our electronics, and the way to overcome that is to talk, to be aware of what's around you, and to communicate. Captain Drumheller, did you have anything?
Reiterate, a very specific reason.
Pretty sure you're not on yelling, sir.
What?
Are you on yelling, Captain?
Pretty sure I was on yelling. Did you guys
Yeah.
hear me in the back?
Barely, sir.
Barely.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. The reason the patrol route goes through the middle of a huge-ass open area is because we're specifically training on react to contact. So make sure you are aware of the purpose of the FTX so that when you see that, you're not like, well, I know our patrol route goes here, but let's go to the tree line over to the left and push up instead. That's what you want to do in normal circumstances, but when your training is specifying to do something else, that's what you need to do. You don't need to look for a way around it, because then you don't get the training that you need. That's all I had.
Thank you, Captain. First Sergeant.
Nothing really from me, LG. The only kind of, not really critique that I'm going to make, because I didn't personally see it happen. But given the terrain that we are dealing with, like Captain said, if we're told to be moving through a field, then we need to move through that field. That's set up for a very specific reason. However, if we are currently engaged already, if we're already in a gunfight, and someone tells you from a higher level, okay, move across such and such field, and that's going to put you and the rest of your element in danger, then you need to search for an alternative route. Don't just blindly fucking run across a field just because they told you to move at a bearing and they can't tell, given their position, whether that's going to put you at greater harm or not. So, again, take that initiative a little bit. If you know that's going to put yourself in harm's way, look around, search for an alternative route, and then continue on from there. All right, everybody tracking on that?
Yes, for Sergeant.
All right. That's all I got, LT. Thank you.
All right. Havoc 2.
Nothing to do, sir.
All right. Havoc 4.
Nothing from 4, sir.
All right. Dagger.
I got one thing, sir.
Okay.
You guys do need to be cautious of your red smoke use. I think there were like 2 or 3 separate occasions where we had red smoke popped on friendly positions. And it caused, well, no big issue. We're able to handle it. Just make sure you guys are watching when you guys are cycling your smoke grenades. That's all I had, sir.
Thank you, Dagger. Delta Company.
Nothing from Beco, sir. Thank you.
All right. 74th.
Nothing from the Tigers. LT.
Okay. Aries.
Thank you, Lieutenant. The only thing I'd say is when you are pushing across even like an open field anywhere, really, keep your eyes to your left and your right. There was a few times you guys got schwacked from the side. If you've been watching, you would have seen the guys. Other than that, you guys have a good time tonight?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Lieutenant.
All right.
Dagger.
Yes, Captain.
How bad did Avery fuck up his first night as A-10 pilot?
You did pretty good, Captain.
I don't believe you.
He's lying like a motherfucker.
Yeah. Dagger and your assets, nice job of reacting quickly. You did a good job with that tonight, by the way. All right. Are there any questions? I'll open it up to everybody. Put a CRQ in chat.
Very quickly, I got something, LT.
Very quickly. Okay, great. Go ahead, First Sergeant.
All right. Can anybody tell me when our last mod update was? Roughly.
December 18th.
18th
Before the winter sandown ended.
Which was how long ago? Just saying weeks. How long ago was that?
Month.
3 weeks. Nearly 3-4 weeks now.
Okay. So can anybody explain to me why it is I have personnel within my war room right now that have out-of-date TFAR? Yeah, I didn't think so. Don't worry, those of you that do have it will fucking find out because the names are being taken down right now. And those of you that are responsible for those that have out-of-date TFAR, guess what? They're not getting their shit kicked in. You are. You're responsible to make sure that your guys are squared away before they show up to this. Your problem to solve. Everybody clear on that? All right. That's all I got, LT. Thank you.
All right. Good job tonight, Task Force Bravo. You are dismissed to your
Nope,
individual
everyone
debriefs.
stay
Oh,
here.
wait. All right, hang on.
By the way, before any of this is said, I would like to know that I personally fought against this, but I was overruled.
You fucking liar. He was brown-nosing you so hard the other day, calling you a nice guy.
Now, you all know that's bullshit.
He is a nice guy.
Yeah, I know it's bullshit. Attention to orders. Headquarters 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit, dated 13 January 2019. Headquarters of the 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, valor, fidelity, and abilities of Anthony Garcia. In view of these qualities and his demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, he is therefore promoted to First Lieutenant with date of rank being 13 January 2019. By order of Headquarters of the 506 Infantry Regiment Realism Unit, congratulations on being promoted from Lieutenant to Lieutenant.
Good job, LT.
Thank you.
Okay, now you can dismiss them.
Okay, you are now dismissed to your individual debriefs.
Do my room.
Oh yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be logging maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But thanks for watching. Have a good night, everyone.